now tuned in to this week's episode of our podcast. Today we are going to interview some of the greatest and most influential minds in our field. By sharing our collective expertise, we will show you how to harness, control, and use your own skill set to achieve ultimate success and live the life you want. And now, please welcome your host.
Get inspired every Monday and Friday right here on your favorite inspirational show, Morning Inspirational Radio Show, hosted by Dowtone, the producer, bringing that gospel flavor, old school, new school, holy hip-hop, and don't forget about that Friday praise break. Get inspired through encouraging words, special guests, and the inspirational moment where you, the listener, get a chance to be on air. So tune in Monday and Friday, 9 a.m., 10 o'clock Eastern, Morning Inspirational Radio Show. Log on to morninginspirationalradioshow.com.
At Ozo, we know you love bacon. The smell, the sizzle, the crispiness. So we made True Bite Bacon out of plants. The smell, the sizzle, the crispiness. Think it's too good to be true? Well, bite into it to believe it. It's 100% plants, 100% delicious. Ozo, a true bite experience everyone will enjoy.
So that's what I'm saying. So you log on, you just trying to enjoy yourself. And then the shit pop up. First of all, the bitch be loud too. Jerk mate. Right?
Right in the middle of it. Like right in like the first 10 seconds.
Nigga, I just came to see some titties. I did not.
You start getting your shit together and all of a sudden, jerk me. Like,
Then the fucking shorty that they be showing up there wasn't bad. She not bad at all,
look
yo.
like a stick. Shit, why do they look like sticks in the
Oh
ads?
my God.
And then your shit go, pew.
Honestly, I feel like this nigga would be the first one to log into the jerkmate though, yo.
Nah, so see, first of all, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like,
okay,
jerk
buddy.
mate, what's that?
All right, buddy.
This nigga acting like he
All
don't
right,
even know
bucko.
what it is.
Yo.
All of a
I'm
sudden.
a Christian. I'm with him. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. What is this jerk
Oh,
mate?
y'all niggas is liars. These niggas is liars.
No, see, what's the worst is when you on some non-adult site and that ish pop up.
That's
Pope?
No.
nigga try to put on cocoa melon for the kids. Right, jerk mate.
You can't turn that shit off quick enough.
Your son like, hey, yo.
And then you got the volume up so everybody hear like, oh, snap. Oh.
Nigga said, fuck
Oh,
cocoa
shit.
melon. I want to see what's up with that, Dad.
Titties.
Niggas taking L. See, I don't got them problems. Y'all, that's y'all lives, yo. All right, so this is what it is, B. This is a special episode of the hashtag Just Saying podcast. This is the first time me and Double G ever had guests, right?
Yeah.
On our platform.
Oh, yeah. On
We've
ours.
been on everybody else shit, but this is the first time ever we got some niggas on our shit, man.
Facts.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna intro the niggas because the folks don't know y'all, B. These niggas I've been knowing for a long time. Podcaster on my left. What's your podcast name, brother?
Yeah, my name's Keith. How you doing? How you doing?
This man is proper. It's not how he talks in real life.
This nigga is Keith. Nigga has no podcast name, but that's my nigga Keith though.
I know.
man.
I'm trying to think of one, but I can't get a good one. So
Well,
I'm just,
shit,
I'm just Keith this
just stick with
episode.
your name, B. You know what I'm saying? This nigga has held me down through some trying times. You know how friendships get tested sometimes. This nigga been there, yo. I can't even front. And podcaster on the Zoom. Go ahead, speak your piece, brother.
Yeah, damn right. This is Learn the motherfucking mic.
Aggressive.
I've been here. I'm kind of a big deal down here. So, you'll get to know.
Yeah, this is my man's num. We all worked together at some point at different jobs and shit. But yeah, these two niggas, we was at the same job together. They don't remember each other like that, but we all used to work together. My man Mike, he a big deal on some manosphere shit. Like he be sending me all the content and keeping me abreast of things. And my nigga Keith, he be here in real life holding it down, so he know what it is. And of course, you know,
Double G.
nigga been here. You know what I'm saying? And they've been asking for us, yo.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. We've been on a hiatus, so y'all niggas is welcoming us back with the rest of the folks, yo.
That's facts.
And of course, y'all know me. This is your boy Ringo Mandingo. And this is the hashtag Just Saying Podcast. I guess we're going to go ahead and intro that shit with the yeah. So what's poppin', y'all? We here.
Finally.
I put this panel together for a very special episode. The ladies, which is 60% of our audience,
R.I.P.
is going to hate this. But we got to send a special send-off for my nigga Kevin Samuels, dog. He passed away, unfortunately, untimely. And damn, like the way it went, they was celebrating the man's death.
They dogged.
That's crazy.
Now, there's an expression that you say is you're supposed to be joyful at funerals and you cry at weddings.
Right. Celebrating life.
And some of the women took that word joy and turned that into deliberate happiness.
Bruh.
For this nigga.
These brides went
I don't understand
crazy. I've never seen, like, and mind you, he might not have been like a celebrity, but he was known, you know what I'm saying?
He's still human at the end of the day.
And he was a
person.
human being.
Yeah.
So, like, to jump up and down for joy or blame karma for his death to me is
that shit is wild.
Crazy. So we here not only to one more time, because I kept saying, how many times have I said it on this podcast? I'm not defending this nigga no more. I don't even know this man. You know what I'm saying?
Like it wasn't. It's not hard. It was at some points it was hard to defend him because
sometimes
he was kind of. But the thing is though, when the women were calling in, and most of them were women, right? And he would go and give his opinion about their problems and how to fix it and what was wrong with them. You know, things like the women didn't receive that too well. Yeah. And then the niggas got up there. And, you know, niggas, we don't want nobody alphaing us, you know, being an extra alpha.
Right.
Telling us, like, oh, shit, is your dick big? Like,
wait a minute, sir.
What?
That's none of your business.
How did we get here? I called in for help.
He definitely asked the nigga.
So it was times where it was really hard to defend him. But at the end of the day, he was still for black people. Yeah. He was still trying to help and educate. Might have been a whole different avenue that he took.
The way he did it. You
know, from the social side, but he was still there to help black people in the black community.
Facts. And that's what I think I want to focus on, because there's 4 black men here, different statuses and relationships. We got married niggas, used to be married, single niggas. And I just wanted to see how, you know, one, his influence all affected us in some way, right? Positively, hopefully. 2, just to see what his overall goal was, because I think the women missed that piece. They were so focused on how he was saying it. It was his tone and it was the way he said it that you missed the whole fucking point in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Then I wanted to break down a little bit of his business, because I don't know if y'all knew how it was set up, but I got the breakdown, and this nigga, I could see why he was caking it toward the end. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, we're just going to break down the shorties that had all kinds of negative shit to say, because this is a man's platform right here. And they're going to hear it. They're going to be mad, but it is what it is. I think it's going to be
about to be a top-rated episode.
I think y'all need to hear this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, man. So, let's get started. Let's get started on what was the overall message. Mike, let us know. What was the message, yo? What was Kevin Samuels trying to do, yo?
Look, Kevin Samuels' overall message, people, was unity in the black community among black men and black women. He was about the unity of that unit, of us being together and prospering. It wasn't about all how they tried to make it seem like he was trying to break women down and all this stuff. Because it's kind of funny how they didn't even know about his content when he was just helping men before.
For like 3 years.
It wasn't where he was like dragging people. He was letting people know, you call in here looking for help, and I'm trying to help you, and it's like you're being resistant to the help that you asked for. Like when we used to work at Canon. And motherfuckers would call in and they want help, and then they turn around like they want you to help them in a different way, but it's like you called in because you believe I'm the fucking expert. Right. So how you gonna be mad at me for the way I'm giving you the fucking help that the fucking flow chart tell me how to give it to you? How you mad at that? You called the fuck in for me as the expert, and now you mad? Right? That don't make sense at all. Like man or woman, it don't make sense. You call me for help, and now you mad about the way I'm helping.
That's a fact. That's a
Fuck
fact.
out of here with that bullshit.
Right.
That is a
Right.
whole fact, yo.
Yeah, those niggas like that, I put them on hold, wait 3 minutes, I'll check back with you.
Bad G's. All the way tough, bro.
Fucking
But
call
yeah,
center
the
life,
overall
yo.
message is unity, man. Like you said, the overall message his message was unity.
Yeah, and real talk, he really was trying to bring black men and women together. Me and Double G talked about it several times. There is a giant wedge in between black men and women, right? It's a whole divide. And I know it's a lot of factors, systematic oppression, all kinds of shit that's involved. But the fact of the matter is, they don't fuck with us, and half the time we don't fuck with them, right? You know what I'm saying? Or we fuck with them physically, but we hate them mentally. Oh my God, right?
Mental be so fucked up.
Niggas be like, I love women. You know what they be talking about? They body the whole time, right? You ain't never heard no nigga like, you know what? I just love the way my wife thinks.
I ain't never heard some shit like that.
It's her yeeks, nigga. Them cakes, them yeeks.
Her
and
thoughts
that's
are so
the
sexy,
divide,
what?
man. So niggas is trying to bring us together because at some point we gonna delete ourselves. The whites coming in, they like, yo, keep having babies with us.
Yeah.
We gonna have a bunch of Tiger Wood looking motherfuckers running around, and we gonna be deleted off the planet. And I think that's the real plan. But we ain't gonna get pro-black. We ain't on that today. But there is a wedge, you know what I'm saying? And I really think he was trying to mend that wedge. So just like Mike said, the dude was talking to men for like 4 years straight before women even got involved, right? He was tearing dudes down. Double G brought up my man's a dude called in. He was like 5'4". He was
Yeah.
He was 5'4". He was 240. He was making $37K a year. And then Kevin was like, well, why would any woman want to procreate with you, my man? And he was like, you don't even sound interesting, my nigga. Like he was like, you're short and fat and broke. You got to pick a struggle. You can't be all three. And I'm like, damn. I'm sitting there like, yo, that shit makes mad sense. Then he was like, do you got a big dick? Dude was like, what?
Mans was stuck. He was like, well, it's above average. He said, nah, that's not what I asked
That's
you.
not what I asked, nigga. You know if you know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
said,
saying?
You know if you got a big dick or
Because
not.
he's saying if you don't got none of this other shit popping, you need to be knocking shorty walls loose. And it was super confirmed that he wasn't even
Mans
doing
was
that.
Stuck. What?
But then he set them all up, and he was like, look, man. Get some education, get a better job, get you're making below average for your age. He said, lose some damn weight. You could control that piece. You can't do shit for your height. That's genetics, my nigga. You short. But you could be diesel and short. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't be fat and short. He said you gotta pick a struggle. You know what I'm saying? And I guess you really can't do nothing about your dick. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shoot, they got pumps in this shop.
Nah, ain't nothing you could do. Ain't nothing you could do about it, dog.
Whatever you got, but I guess you
Nigga,
can
you better
step
take that jerk,
up.
mate.
Damn.
But that's what he was doing to men before women even got involved. You know what I'm saying? And we was taking that shit on the chin. Niggas was dusting they soft off like,
that's
yo,
the thing.
you know what?
I have never seen I have never. Maybe
A
there
mad
is
dude, right?
a response video like, this nigga asked me if my dick was big. Let me make a video about this because I feel offended. Like I have never seen a video like that.
We not finna do that. That's why. We not finna do that. We not that emotional.
Nah, men ain't built like that. Niggas gonna take that shit on the chin and be like, yo, this nigga right. I'm gonna get a better job and I'm gonna hit this gym immediately.
Right. First of all, if you didn't like what he said, you would stop watching. You're not gonna go watch every episode and participate and tell him, I'm mad at you. I'm mad.
That's another fact, yo. People who call into that, people who call into his line cannot be going in there blindly talking about, I ain't never heard of this dude. Hey, I was recommended. I ain't never seen.
Facts.
Come on,
because you gotta
dog.
pay.
Right.
You had to pay to participate. You know what I'm saying?
He was a consultant.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. So you called in and he said you ugly, that you mad. Shut the fuck up.
You just paid to get called ugly.
You dead ass. And if you didn't want that smoke, you shouldn't have called in. Now what I think it is, shorties really thought they was cute. You know what I'm saying? And when that nigga was like, yeah, you a 5, which is real talk on the scale of 1 to 10 isn't horrible.
It's not bad.
It's just average.
It's not good.
They
but
didn't
want to
be average. You know what I'm saying?
Because they think they a bad bitch.
This nigga practice.
And that's the problem. And then when a nigga turn around and say, "Oh, you a 4.5, 5,
average at best.
You built like a
But it's
Roblox."
crazy.
Like the nigga, what? Yeah.
No, he kept it real. He kept it real. Realistic expectations,
That's
like
what he
reality.
Come on,
Always, because what did he always say? Beyonce's an 8.
Yeah.
So if you're saying you're a 10, you're saying you're better than Beyonce. You would hear him say that constantly when he was rating these people. Like, what do you rate yourself as? He never just said you were this.
Yeah.
He always gave them the opportunity. Well, what do you say you are?
Yeah.
I'm not finna just sit here and rate you. So you're a 10. Well, Beyonce's an 8. So you're telling me that you're better than Beyonce is what you're saying.
And then they be looking confused.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You are not a fucking 10. Let's get back down to reality.
Women's scaling, as we all know, their logical scaling is completely
It's off. It's
They
off.
know these broads use the Dragon Ball Z scaling. Mad chance
No.
they use Dragon Ball Z power scaling, bitch.
No,
And
no.
we know they do.
Look, if they not even using Dragon Ball Z scaling, they using Dragon Ball Super scaling.
Right.
You got
Oh yeah.
you got Krillin
You're right.
fighting Super Saiyan God Goku. Like,
And
you gonna do
hanging in there too.
not right. Like I'll watch it, but something just ain't right about that.
Bruh.
Right.
And so that was the thing. So as a man watching the content when the women got involved, the first thing I noticed was how he blew up. Women run shit, you know what I'm saying, as far as popularity goes and you earning money through that type of platform. Once they got involved, bro, this dude blew the fuck up.
Right.
He was sitting there with a black turtleneck for 3 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, have you seen his first one of
Oh,
his early
yeah.
videos?
Oh,
He
man.
didn't have nothing. He had a t-shirt.
That nigga
on.
looked like us at Cannon, yo.
It was bad. It was
Like,
bad.
He
That
was
shit
looking
bad.
mad nuts, right? Black turtleneck the whole time. And then when the shorties got involved, now this nigga in designer, right? Now he got the suits. He had the little fucking thing spinning in the corner. I used to hate that thing. What the fuck was that? And he had all the color. Niggas like, yeah, you see me? I'm wearing this shit right here. Y'all need to get some of this. And I looked that shit up, $12,000. I'm like, nigga.
Yo, I will give it to him. I'll say he's one of the business geniuses.
Yeah.
Because he started out on YouTube like back in like 2015.
Yeah, man.
Posting content, like a lot of like actually surprisingly, like of his like about 1,100 videos on YouTube, 400 of those drinks are on like fragrances.
Yeah, and him trying to image consult men, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he was trying to tell us how to dress better, and that nigga couldn't dress back then.
At all.
I said, yo, he had on a neon green shirt with like a white bow tie. He was like, yeah, fellas. I'm like, nah, nigga, I ain't listening to you.
That ain't it.
You know what I'm saying?
But he found his alley though.
Facts.
Like, you know, talking about relationships, women and all that, and that helped. Like pretty much, you didn't like this guy, but you tune in every episode. You
just to
helped
see
him
what's
blew
up. And that's what I want to talk. Let's so since we on there, let's talk about the business, right? So he started off on YouTube, regular YouTube, but he wasn't even popular. The nigga looked awkward. Like everybody go back. I appreciate that he left that up there. Cause you know, after most people glow up, they take all that shit down. Nigga, I ain't seeing what my teeth look like before the veneers. He left that shit up there. Like, look at that big ass tie. Look at them suspenders, nigga. He was looking like Andre 3000 little brother, right? But he left it up there, and so he wasn't. You could see the numbers. He wasn't hitting on shit. Once the women got involved, now this nigga is running a live stream that came on daily and had 30K people every time, right?
Right.
So you got 30K people viewing. That's TV numbers. 30,000 people a night. That's crazy. Monday, Tuesday, whatever day, 30,000 people was tuning in. Then there was a line of motherfuckers for it was 3 hours long. That's a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? And then they was lined up paying him to talk on the show. So I don't even know how much it was. I never looked because I wasn't paying that shit. But people were paying this nigga just to talk and participate on the Zoom call. Bruh. And he was doing that shit every day, Monday through Friday. Oh, this nigga was balling after a while. You know what I'm saying?
You know his net worth?
I didn't even know.
I looked it up.
What was it?
Like, as of this year, wait, what's it? Hold on, I gotta look at it. 4 million. His net worth was $4 million
at passing. Bruh, he popping. He was litty.
Honestly, he was just getting started.
He was just getting started. Because you know networks was going to come through next. Yeah, the next step would have been networks. So right before he passed, and this is what made me super sad about him dying, he was building up with all of the Manosphere content niggas.
Yes, sir.
Mediocre tutorial reviews, O'Shea Duke Jackson. All them dudes have been doing what he's doing on whatever levels. He was bringing them all together, and he wanted to start like one network for men. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we don't got no space. All media is catered to females. Everything you watch is catered for them. So he was trying to start something for us. They was taking pictures. What's that lawyer dude name?
I know you're talking about the one lawyer.
Yeah, something.
Like one lawyer
but all of these
like
dudes, they do all of this content, and he was bringing them all together, and then this nigga dies on top of some bride. Fuck, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That had to be the best nut ever.
Man, pussy gonna get you every time.
Every time it's gonna
get you every time, man. He was right there on the verge, dog. You know, my block was trying to slide up in there, man. Shit. Be up in the DMs like, yo, you know, we hashtag just saying we just we don't really like hate the women and shit. But
what's even crazier is whoever he was with, you know, that shit is tainted. It's done. Nobody
niggas ain't fucking with that
Nobody's
no more.
not fucking with that.
They said she was like some Filipino nurse or something, right?
I heard Latina, but they nobody released names.
I heard.
Yeah, we ain't heard nothing
Latina
about
too,
Shorty.
but-
And then it came and passed so fast. Like they ain't even show my boy no love. Like, well, MTR and all the people I just named, they still showing love every single day. But that business model was genius, yo. Like, and then the content created itself. He get on there with a subject that he wanted to talk about, and then the people tuned in and paid him to participate.
Right, and they generate the content.
They
like,
was the
like
show.
yo, I'm live, I'm chilling. You call me, tell me your stuff. I'll tell you. I'll set you straight.
And that's it.
That whole, I don't know if it's me, but that shit just sounds so bizarre. Like
To do right.
my man's was this close, and all of a sudden at the blink of an eye.
See, that's what
I mean, that's life though.
I know,
Like,
I know it's like, but it's just
Well,
so.
y'all don't want me to put the conspiracy.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It just sounds so bizarre. Just like the dude that was making cars run off of water.
The water engine dude that got shot up at Tops.
man.
So it's just like,
yo, don't come with that conspiracy about the cars, man. Look.
I'm just saying
That
though.
was
like,
a big oil hit, my nigga.
Bro,
Oh
man.
no, stop.
And that ain't the first time. That ain't the first time. They
ain't,
killed a
yo.
white dude back in the 80s on some shit like
Oh
that.
man,
See?
all
Talking about conspiracies.
three of y'all on that conspiracy about water. That's hydrogen, like hydrogen powered cars. That's nothing new. Like he was just making it himself in the garage, which is like props to him. Like
They still shut him down, though.
Wait.
they shut that man down. Because I didn't even know. Because I was like, yo, I thought you was just a random.
And
dude
all
at
I
the
know
market.
is that black lady that learned how to kill cancer with photons. They better leave that goddamn lady alone, yo. Y'all seen that?
I haven't, but no, I've heard or seen also somewhere over in the UK they have some type of drug they were experiment testing, and it cures, like they did a test case about 15 people. It cured rectal cancer. Is it rectal colon cancer or something like that?
Yeah, that's the hard shit too.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. All these people that's curing shit, y'all better leave them the fuck alone, man. Chris Rock said it.
They gonna get him.
Yeah, he said
they gonna get him.
the profit ain't in
Way
the
or
cure.
another.
The profit is in the comeback. So if they keep doing that chemo, nigga, chemotherapy never made sense to me anyway. Like, you just killing all the cells to try to get to the cancer cells.
You killing the body more than
Like,
you killing the cells.
Nigga. And then you want the person so that the cancer goes in remission because the body is so trash now.
Yeah.
And now you got to hope the person heals back.
Right. Yeah.
After you done melted all of their shit and
Right.
no, nigga, like
And you radiated they fucking
we never had nothing better since then.
Proton therapy.
Facts.
Yo, I hear those spots all the time. Like, yeah.
Yo, man. So yeah, that was random as shit, but it's a fact though. I think something went wrong there,
man.
B. You
Yeah,
niggas need to
dog.
look into this lady, man.
Man.
She could have been an assassin.
No, for real. Like, honestly, the way society is, why cure something when you get treated forever and make way more money on it?
That's how they set up. It's greedy as shit, bro.
Money's in
But
the
this-
treatment.
but
Like you
this
said,
man-
money's in the treatment.
This man went out in vagina. Like how? Like it's just not. I just can't wrap my head around that fact. Like this man was going somewhere.
Yo, he was up,
with
bro.
everything black
Yeah, he was
for
up.
us men, and then all of a sudden we back at square one. Like shit, we
man.
back at the bottom.
Yeah, man. He passed away. The baton was never passed.
Damn.
You know what I'm
Not for
saying?
real.
But this is the crazy shit. This is the shit that I love, man. The same women that was talking greasy,
Bruh.
talking shit, hating this man. When he passed away, what did they do? They jumped right into space faster than the niggas could, yo. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is wild.
I'm hearing all these little content creators. Yeah, ladies, you need to be more realistic. You need to get a guy that's. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Kevin shit.
So yeah,
I know these bitches ain't saying Kevin. Wait a
they
minute.
They use that as an opportunity to capitalize on that void right there.
Bruh, a void was, he went away, a void popped up, and in the manosphere, people couldn't even slide in.
And the women was like,
I got it. Excuse me.
Quickly enough.
I got
because we gonna say the same thing, but we gonna say it nice. And you know what we sitting here saying? And y'all still not gonna listen. Why?
And look, to your point, there's this just like randomly, this shit just started showing up on my YouTube feed.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's this white girl's name? Just Pearly.
Oh, not white.
And she lives in London,
What?
and she's really saying the same shit Kevin has been saying for years. The wage gap. Women need to be more realistic, have accountability. It's this tall ass white girl saying this stuff in front of a panel of like all these British motherfuckers, and motherfuckers either agreeing with her or like trying to
combat
disagree with what she's saying, but she's giving them facts. So it's like, well, I hear what you're saying, but the fact is, the research says, it's like, oh shit,
Oh man,
this
I
motherfucker
can't.
is a white female Kevin Samuels. What the fuck?
That's
But on
crazy.
some real shit, this, like you said, she filled that void in a to a degree she has. So
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
But you see, and we let that happen though. You know what I'm saying? Somebody should have immediately slid up in that space and took over, yo.
Wow, I just pulled it up.
The lady
Yeah,
That was quick.
that is
with
that is
all
absurd.
the Kevin
That is
Samuels
absurd.
talking points, right?
That is absurd.
That's wild, yo. To let a white woman slide in there,
Right.
we should be ashamed. We should be ashamed right now, yo, for real.
oh, that's a L.
That's a whole L, dog.
That's a L right there, dog.
So that shit is crazy.
I'm telling you, all you need to do, get Future. He'll be the host. He's the next one.
That nigga like
Sensational.
Sensational. Not Mr. She belongs to the streets.
That nigga said,
We don't need it to be that fucking
that
aggressive.
nigga said sensational. Well, yeah, man. So let's talk about some of the talking points that Kevin Samuels used to be on. The main thing with the women used to hate was the danger zone, right? They calling in, they 35 plus. You 3 kids in, 3 baby fathers in. You make $25K a year. What kind of nigga was they asking for?
6-figure nigga who's 6'8", has multiple establishments, an entrepreneur, travels,
Man,
loves
these
women
broads
like
wanted
her.
the top
The
1%.
And what did he say? All he said was, ma'am, you not even in a position to meet that dude. And if
At
you
all.
did, what about you was so dope that he's going to be like, oh, yeah, you, out of all of the options that he probably has. That's it. That's all he was saying. But they was fighting it.
Yeah, they was mad combating about it.
So then when he couldn't get them with the logic, he hit them in the stomach rolls. You know what I'm saying? He was saying, what's your dress size? And when that came on, I was like, oh, this is about to be a wrap now. Shorty say a 4. He be like, okay, what's your height? 5 foot. And your weight? 210. And then that should say burr. Shorty, because
sound effects, man.
you lied.
Oh
You can't be that short and that fat talking about you wear a
Size
4, my G.
4.
You wear 18 at least. And
At
then he was
least.
like, yo, if you bigger than a man, how do you think you gonna pull a man?
At Ozo, we know you love bacon. The smell, the sizzle, the crispiness. So we made True Bite Bacon out of plants. The smell, the sizzle, the crispiness. Think it's too good to be true? Well, bite into it to believe it. It's 100% plants, 100% delicious. Ozo, a true bite experience everyone will enjoy.
Would you rather have wireless on the most reliable network nationwide or unlimited with 5G for $30 a month per line? You don't have to choose with Xfinity Mobile. Wireless so good it keeps one-upping itself. Most reliable based on Roots Metric US report. Results vary, not an endorsement. $30 per month per line when you get 4 lines.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. Or speaking to your biological, like your situation. You 35 plus. Now your kids, you know what I'm saying? You might not be able to have them. You waited too long. You focused on your career. You did this, you did that. You might have waited too long. That's all he was saying. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that problem. Nigga, 76. Shooting clubs up. New babies everywhere. Black families fucked up, nigga.
Richard.
You sitting there with a 2-year-old uncle and you 36. Nigga, that's an L. But men, our shit don't stop working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he just kept saying that our value goes up over time and women's value declines over time because a lot of their value was based on their looks.
Mm-hmm. Their youth. They peak early.
Right. And I could understand them being mad about that because now you 40, you think you bad, right? And then you calling this nigga and you find out that you not. Now you got an attitude.
But at the same time, it's like, whose fault is that? Nobody.
It's all like choices.
Nobody told you to do that.
That's the accountability point.
Yeah.
That the people, that men in the manosphere are just, creators in the manosphere appear to talking about. Women generally in the world have zero accountability because they're so motherfucking coddled and catered to that when you try to hold them accountable, they're like, hold on, no, not my piece. You're not gonna come over here with that bullshit. Like, bitch, shut your damn ass up. We talking about you being accountable for the fucked up decisions you made and not trying to put that on somebody else. Like, be accountable for you choosing all these motherfucking pookies, and now you want to come over here to the fucking nuclear physicist, and he like, nah, I'm good. I'm the top 1%. I got my fucking choices, bitch. Like, no, like, you can't be mad at that shit. No. You made the decisions you made, and so now you got to lay in that fucking bed. You got 3 babies by 3 different dudes that wasn't shit. You knew they wasn't fucking shit when you got with them, but you still spread your legs. And now you want a motherfucker who's actually worth something to fucking wait on you? Bitch, please.
And take care of the kids.
Women,
miss me with that.
Women, I'm going to say majority of women don't like when men tell them about themselves.
No, they hate it.
Because there's no relation. Yeah. Man and a woman, like us right here, we can do that shit all day as men. Because we could take an L, and then really think about it like, damn, maybe
that nigga was right though.
Yeah, shit. I'm looking in the mirror like, damn, maybe I am fucked up. You know what I mean? But a man gonna tell a woman, because the woman's gonna come back like, well, you don't know nothing about a woman, because blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why there was so much combatant between the man and the woman, and plus I like the women opinionated. Yeah, feelings. It's just a never ending cycle there.
Yeah,
feelings over truth.
Boy, look, irrational decisions.
You make a valid point about that. That's why I'm really kind of glad I brought up that young white girl, because even when she's letting some of these women know, and maybe it is because she's white, because she's Caucasian, she's making all these points, and a lot of the young women, or a lot of the women that she's speaking to on her panel, are black. They're British, but they're black. And so they'll kind of contest some of the stuff she's saying. She's like, well, yeah, but no, because here are the statistics and here are the actual numbers. Yeah. And then they're still kind of contesting that stuff. So maybe it's because, kind of to your point where you're saying, it's coming from somewhere that doesn't look like them or it's not like them. Even if it's coming from a woman, they kind of still contest it. Let's see if it was coming from another black woman, would they be okay? I don't know.
But not because Shahrazad Ali been talking about this shit since 1979.
Well, look, but she's old though. That's gonna be the excuse, not me. That's gonna be what she knows. What she talking about?
But I'm about to say,
I'm not my mama.
When she, in the 80s,
she's making points.
When she was young, she was saying the same shit, and the shorty was like, "I don't need no nigga." Oh, okay. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just think it's super weird that it happened like that. You know what I mean? So this is one of the shits. Like, so one of the other factors that they always talk about is like how the fathers abandon all the kids, right? Now we know that a lot of us, some of y'all niggas was raised with both of y'all parents and shit. And like even with my pops, he was there, but he wasn't in the house all the time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I didn't look at Kevin Samuels as a father figure. I just looked at a nigga, look at this dude make sense. I'm about to hear some shit. My dad was there. You know what I'm saying? I could call my pops right now and be like, this bride said XYZ. What should you do? And he'll, all right, son, let me tell you what you about to go through. You know what I'm saying? You could get that still. Like, niggas need the father figures. But you know what we never focus on? The mothers that didn't go nowhere, that fucked the kids up, though. Yeah. The single mom that was doing it by herself. I'm not knocking her for that. You know what I'm saying? But was she the greatest parent of all time? Right. That's never discussed. How many fucking niggas and women are messed up because of their moms, yo? You know what I'm saying?
We can't talk about that though, because she's black. She's a black woman.
Oh,
she
facts.
struggled enough. Like,
yeah,
but
no
I'm just saying,
criticism.
that's the narrative. She's a black woman.
said,
She's been through enough. She had to do all this by herself. So the moment you say anything about a black woman, even if it doesn't sound negative with your quote unquote tone or anything, now you're a dickhead because you said something about the way she was doing what she could do to the best of her ability.
And that's crazy.
Like, no, like your situation is because of choices you made.
Yeah.
Like, can we just be real about that? Like, you made some choices that weren't the best, and that's why you are where you are. Can we just say that?
I mean, it all circles back. Personal accountability. Like, we are responsible for ourselves and actions.
And that's all we could be. You can't control shit else outside of yourself. Everything else is chance, right? You make a choice, you make a decision, and then you hope it works out.
That should be a gamble sometimes.
You rolling the dice every
dice on that
time.
shit.
So now my thing is, you roll the dice on the same dudes. You give a nigga a baby every single time you talk to one.
That's pitiful. I'm sorry, like
that's
that.
you. That's not them. It's not the guys. That's you.
That's just
you.
Yo.
You making these choices.
Yeah, man. And then they wonder why I can't find a dude to settle down my 6 kids. They got 6 baby daddies. The fuck? Who want to do that shit?
Look, I heard this recently, fellas. Alpha fucks and beta bucks.
Oh shit!
So they looking for these beta bucks after they've been with all these alpha fuck boys.
Yeah.
That they knew wasn't gonna be shit, but because of the visual appeal, what they thought and all this other shit, now she got these 6 kids by the 6 baby daddies, 5 baby daddies, whatever the fuck it is. And now you looking for a motherfucker who you think is about to simp for you to take care of you and your bullshit and all your fucking kids. And then on top of that, you don't want him to say shit to you. You don't want to fucking follow this man's lead, and you don't want him disciplining your fucking kids. Who in their right fucking mind about to sign up for that
signing
bullshit?
up for that deal? That's a terrible deal.
That is hilarious.
Who's about to do that?
That's a terrible deal.
And then get mad and be like, all niggas the same. Like, blah, blah.
Oh,
what?
God, yo, make me y'all triggering me, yo.
What?
That's good though. That's good.
I got an instant headache when he said that.
This man started sweating. I can see the sweat.
Look. You're in a safe place. You're in a safe place, sir. You're in a safe place. Shit.
How can I be like? You feel me? Like, how can I be like that, nigga? And I'm here. The fact that I'm even here eliminates that argument. But nah, that's not good enough, yo. And so whether it's Kevin Samuels, another black woman, because they hate whatchamacallit now. What's shorty that be with Oprah? Ayanla saved my life, yo.
Oh, really?
She said black women out of order. They said, that out of order.
She been saying that, though.
Shit.
Ayanla been on that, though.
And that's what I'm saying. She ain't saying nothing new. And then they turned on her, too. They don't fuck with Oprah, Gail, Ayanla, Sister Shahrazad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Like, so who gonna check them? And I think that's the thing. I don't think nobody can.
Yeah, that's the thing now. They think that nobody can tell them exactly what the reality is of what's going on in their life.
And that's fucked up.
They don't want to hit because my dad is if the parents didn't instill that at some point in childhood, it's too late.
Yeah,
it's far too late.
And so what we supposed to do now? We out here.
It's like their perception is everybody's reality.
Yeah,
that's the way it seems.
And that's a perfect point. Perfect transition. Let's talk about, and we usually don't shout out other people's podcasts, but B. Simone was recently involved on her podcast with another woman, right? And they were trying to have a quote unquote deep conversation. I don't know what they was trying to do, but they was they was trying to be
that shit. That's why I said, "Oh my god!"
They
was
trying to have a deep conversation
with some girl with braids. I don't know who the little skinny girl was, but she had braids. And the girl asked, "What's more important, perception or reality?" And then B. Simone was like, "Well, reality. Reality is the truth." And she was like, "Really?" And then she switched it, and she was like, "Well, perception." And she was like, "Okay, so think about it like this." Martin Luther King was a man that marched and led all of amazing people to freedom.
First of all,
but he cheated on his wife. So what's more?
No, he did.
I'm done.
It's been debunked. I wanted to reach through that. I wanted to Homer Simpson choke this bitch when I heard her saying that stupid shit.
God, dog. So listen, She
God,
said,
no, I'm fucking triggered.
she said, yo, she said, is it more important to focus on the man that led these amazing people to freedom? And then she did quote unquote freedom, or the fact that he cheated on his wife.
Niggas can't do nothing positive,
bro.
What the fuck, dog?
As a man, there is never enough. You are literally Martin Luther fucking King, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? And they got something to say about this nigga. Yo, so, but on the breakdown of what she said, of trying to have this fake ass deep conversation, what's the perception of Martin Luther King? Right? He was a freedom fighter, right?
Right.
He marched on Washington. Right. He got all the black people together. He wrote a speech that we fucking quote to this day, right?
Right.
Is that perception or is that what happened?
That's reality.
That's the reality.
It's what happened, right?
That actually happened.
So then the perception is this nigga is that. That is him, right? Because he did it. We saw it. There's video documentation, all that shit, right? But then she said he cheated on his wife. That don't delete all of that shit.
That has nothing to do with the perception of this man.
It doesn't change all the work he did and where we at today because of him.
Because of what he did. Our black asses is here on this platform talking about shit instead of getting beat with whips and shit.
Hit the water hose.
Her goofy ass can say what the fuck she said because of him.
Oh my God.
Her goofy ass can say that stupid shit because of him.
Imagine taking advantage of the freedom you were given to shit on the nigga that got it for you.
Women do it every day.
Yo, this is
every
America.
Day. Modern women do that shit every day, bro. And I don't want this to be heard by the audience and they think that we bashing women or they learn to like it, don't like women. This is some women, not all women.
We know that.
If it affects you, then it's fucking you, okay? Hit dog is gonna bark, goddammit.
Like, look, if you listen to this and you feel some type of way, we might be talking about you.
If you was listening,
we might be.
If you was listening to B Simone and them, like, yeah, she got a point there. Yeah, we talk about you, yo. You know what I'm saying? But that shit was just so outraged, and it just shows you, like, no matter what you accomplish as a man, to me, there's no pleasing a woman ever.
Right. That's for real.
I don't give a fuck.
She wasn't even thought of as a human to even bring that shit up. Like,
and then it came. Coretta herself said that's a lie. The FBI, the CIA made that up to discredit that man.
That is that.
But you're still gonna say
you
that,
ran with it.
You know, you still gonna hold on to that fate.
She gonna be like, oh really? Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna still say it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
For what?
Like,
bruh,
it's not
to not be wrong.
It's not right. You're doing what you want to do. Like, it's not even a valid point anymore. But we're gonna hold on to this fake rumor and let it affect how you view this man and all he's accomplished.
Now, in your current freedom.
At Ozo, we know you love bacon. The smell, the sizzle, the crispiness. So we made True Bite Bacon out of plants. The smell, the sizzle, the crispiness. Think it's too good to be true? Well, bite into it to believe it. It's 100% plants, 100% delicious. Ozo, a true bite experience everyone will enjoy.
Total Wine & More has the best Father's Day gifts at the best prices.
Can't wait till you get me this bourbon. These prices are amazing.
Dad, at Total Wine & More, you'll always love what you find.
Drink responsibly. B21.
That's crazy. the audacity.
Right. You got the nerve.
Audacity. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Similar situation, or a little bit similar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know if y'all talked about this, but this is like bringing up Bill Cosby.
Oh shit.
Damn.
All right, now we got to see what you gonna do here.
Yeah, what we doing here?
Like,
because that nigga was kind of.
All right. So we know what he did. He drugged like. From what I seen, was there any black women? Just white?
No,
women?
he had black women.
He had
black
women
in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he drugged women, had sex with them.
Definitely.
Now, does that detract for all the accomplishments and pushes and things he did for the black community? You know, as far as colleges, Cosby Show,
Hollywood.
You know, giving the black community something like a different view, saying like, look, we can go there, we can do this.
Yeah. See
He
that
got Fat Alfred.
he did that shit. He was that nigga, man. Like that nigga was the man. Yo, education.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He made me want to go to college. I don't know if y'all was watching
Reading,
Different
right,
World,
yeah.
but I was going to college because of that show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was teaching kids. Black stuntmen exist in Hollywood because of Bill Cosby. Like real shit. Like there wasn't none.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a white dude in blackface doing his stunts, and he was like, why don't y'all just get a dude that looked like me? And then he did that. So this man has done so much, but goddamn if he ain't like the drug. Goddamn if he ain't like the drug. He's a like unconscious pussy. What is wrong with him? He didn't want the pussy to fuck back.
Nah, he wanted them starfishes, man. He wanted the starfish. Bro.
Yo, why was he nasty like that though, yo? And then he had shorties on the show. Y'all all remember that episode of the Cosby Show with that annoying pregnant lady, and she kept getting on his nerves because she kept thinking she was going into labor. He fucked shorty,
Right.
and she was only on the show because he did that to her, and that's how he used to pay him off. He used to do him dirty and then be like, "Look, I'm gonna get you on the show, bitch. Like, what you want? Do you want to be on the
For
show?"
real?
And the bitches be like, "Yeah."
Yo.
And he'd be like, "All right, then just keep it quiet and just come on the show."
So
This nigga was Harvey Weinstein before Weinstein.
Bro, I'm
He
trying
was
to.
the original.
Yo,
I
if-
think that's a different. That might be a different perception there.
that's not
I don't
the
think
same.
that falls. Yeah,
That nigga
might be a different way.
was something else for real.
Yeah, that's different.
This nigga had the evidence on the show. Yo, what?
In everybody's face and shit. Like,
Right.
Yeah, do something about
Yo, this dude was wild, man. Like he was a nasty nigga, man. I can't even front.
All right,
But he
so-
did a
I don't know
lot.
about that one.
He did a lot. That ain't gonna help our case though.
Yeah, we can push that to the side.
We gonna push
Like-
it to the side.
Like
yo.
if B. Simone wanted to talk about Bill Cosby,
That would've made more sense.
We,
Alright,
we
cool,
cool, give you
yeah.
that. We
that
give you
that and then they shit would have went off. But you can't do that to MLK though.
Right,
bro.
nah.
Y'all not gonna do MLK dirty though. You know what I'm
This
saying?
nigga has his own. He got
Right.
his own day. He got a day.
He got
on
a
the
day,
calendar.
bro.
And you got the nerve.
And your black ass is off. And you hating on this nigga. Cause you
But
definitely
she took the
was
day
off.
though. She took that day
You know
off.
she did. You know she did,
God.
man. That shit is crazy. So switching to getting back on Kevin, let's talk about Vivica Fox now.
We
Vivica Fox, Lisa
Oh,
Ray,
my
and the
God.
other two chicks that I don't even know they owe to though. Now y'all know Vivica used to be bad. Niggas could back on booty call days. Y'all niggas couldn't tell me nothing. I thought that was the finest black woman on the face of the planet. She started eating 50 ass, and then I don't know what the fuck happened.
Everything changed.
She fell all the way to fuck
Hard
off.
after she fucked with 50. She fell off dumb hard.
I don't know what happened after that, yo. But she was one of the primary people saying that karma came for Kevin, and that's why he died on top of this chick. And I'm sitting there like, well, damn.
So I just pulled up a picture of her.
Uh-oh.
And
Now,
Karma smacked her ass in the face
right.
Repeatedly.
repeatedly.
Take that L, but she was saying that this man died because he was not spreading healing, he was not spreading love, he was spreading hate, he was a shock jock, and karma got him.
So I'm gonna read quote unquote what she said.
Okay.
Because I had to pull it up for this.
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, facts.
She added, after all the bullshit she said before, she added, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma you put out, the negativity you put out in this world. Period. I really don't need to keep reading.
Right.
but that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposed with a woman, that's how it was written, that we don't know yet the nationality. Why does that matter?
Right. Why does that even affect
At all.
Rest in peace.
Wow. Disrespectful.
Now, the factors here, first of all, as women, they know who gives a fuck who he was fucking.
But see, that goes back to something that we always say. Women focus on the wrong shit.
Who
the
gives a
wrong
fuck?
shit,
Who
bro.
gives a fuck? Now, see, when we first brought this up, we didn't even care. We were just like, damn, that nigga died in some pussy.
Right.
But we
That's
didn't care what kind of nationality it
Who
was.
cares, yo? You know what I'm saying?
Then to sit here and say, that he was putting out negativity. How was he putting out negativity?
How? He was trying to bring us to
Point that out. Where was the negativity?
Where was the I didn't hear him. As far as I know, I didn't hear him calling out no women's names.
Yeah.
There was no B word slung around. He wasn't officially downplaying women.
Right. No.
He was telling them whatever information they gave him. He was going off of that information.
Yeah.
He knew nothing about.
He didn't even know the shorties to hate on them. Now it would be different if he was calling random women.
Right,
like,
out the
hey,
blue.
What's your dress size? She's like, oh, I wear 14. Oh, Big Shirley. Okay, now this nigga's a bully.
Right, yeah. Now he's a dickhead. Like, oh, well, why would you do that?
Right.
They calling into him with they shit. And so I posted a clip the other day where a shorty, she was young. She was like 22. She was asking him all these questions. And he was like, where's your father? And she was like, oh, he's home. I was raised by both of my parents. And he was like, so why are you asking me this?
I seen that clip.
Yeah, he was like, you have a father. Why are you talking to me? And he's like, I'm a stranger on Instagram. Like, why are you talking to me? And she was like, well, because you got this platform and he said, go talk to your father. And banged on her. I said, well, damn, bitch. The fuck out of here. He said, your dad got your best interest at heart. He love you. I don't know you.
Right.
Go talk to him.
I seen that clip.
And that's real.
The fact that she even like mentioned like her dad and some of the stuff that her dad told her, and Kevin was pretty much kind of on the same basis. So
page.
It's like,
bro, stop it.
They was just up there for screen time.
They wanted to be
that's
seen.
all it was.
That's it. That's all it was.
They wanted to be seen on his platform, and they got themselves played. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, fuck Vivica Fox, man. She ain't even
wholeheartedly.
No more. She ain't even Listerine no more, dog.
like I guarantee she's never watched anything of
Not
what
a
he
single
said.
piece.
Any of his shows, she's never watched any of his shows. Any messages she may have heard secondhand or without context. Context is key.
Facts.
Like, you could take anything out of context and then make it look
turn
bad.
it into something else. Yep, that's a fact.
That shit is
And everybody is living off of the little viral clips. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, it's
mainly
exactly.
that funny looking chick that she was earning 6 figures and she said she wanted a 6-figure dude, but Kevin was basically like, don't shit on the regular niggas because you not that fine, shorty. Like, yeah, you got it.
And you qualify for regular niggas.
Right. He was like, you got it, and you could do whatever you want. You could request what you want, but I'm telling you what you're probably gonna get based off of your face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and see, like the other thing about it is like, he turned this into a business. He's an image consultant.
Facts.
Like, his net worth $4 million. Like, he's actually
He
about
doing it.
everything he was talking about. He knows it's like factual based.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing surveys and things across the country. He's getting information, feedback. So what he's saying, he has statistical numbers, backing him up with everything he's doing. And one of the sites, I checked it out myself just to look.
we follow up with this nigga, see what he's talking about.
Yeah, but the information's out there. Blackdemographics.com. I mean, like, it's like 21 million men, and then it's 21.7 females or black females, in the country.
Yeah.
And then so, just off the straight numbers, is more females than men. So somebody's not going to get somebody.
And that's what he was trying to say. And if y'all all gunning for the same 1% ass nigga, how are you going to be happy with yourself in life? To me, that makes logical sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I used to listen. I'm sitting there watching the shows and listening in. And I'm not in the 1% of niggas that the shorties want. You know what I'm saying? There's other factors that make me good with women, but the money wasn't like they talking about. I wasn't no 6-figure nigga. So I'm like, damn, I got to get out this conversation. That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? My homegirl, she's a nurse. She make $250K a year. She balling out of control, right? Traveling nurse. She don't need no nigga for real, but she want one. She's an attractive girl, but she's big. You know what I'm saying? I put her on to Kevin Samuels. She was one of those people, you know how you put somebody on and then they go crazy and you like, well, damn, bitch, like, you're a bigger fan than me. She became a bigger fan than me, and the shit that she was listening to really got to her. She started hitting that gym hard body, and I was like, damn, why you working out so hard? She said, oh, the main thing I took away was niggas don't like big bitches, and I'm not going to be a big bitch no more. I want to be taken out of that conversation. I said, well, goddamn. You see what I'm saying? So you telling me that this nigga don't help if you listen. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't all in her feelings about it. She didn't get caught up. She just listened to what it was. Because it's not only Kevin talking. There's 30,000 niggas in the audience too. And if you see what they saying in the chat, they are in agreement with what he's saying. So the women can't say, oh, that's not how all men think. Oh, yeah, there's going to be some nigga. There's always a bell curve. There's always some nigga on the left that's like, oh, yeah, I love them big like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if you do find that person.
And if you, and that's what I'm saying. If you find that person, then you probably going to be happy. But all the nigga is saying is if you want to raise your chances of success and happiness, take these steps right here. So I started making all the moves I needed to be that 6-figure nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then once I get there, then I don't know how it's going to be. Because that's uncharted territory for me. You know what I'm saying? But I did not want to be included in the 50% of niggas that was getting cut off because Shorty said, I want a nigga that make this much. Oh, I'm eliminated first round. God damn.
Not even the 5%.
Nigga said, I'm Ringo Mandingo, though. Do that count? Nah, nigga, because you don't got the money. Damn. Damn. Out the game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's all. So this nigga was, to me, he was helpful. On the flip side of that coin, I had a super intelligent woman that I know. Very smart. She's mad smart. And then she was like, yeah, I don't feel anything toward his death. Like, I'm not going to talk bad about him, but I don't think he was good either. I tuned in and listened, and because she felt like she fell in that danger zone category, she said what he said was harmful and hurtful to my feelings, and I couldn't support it at all. And I was like, well, what part was hurtful to you? And she said, there's no need for me to say it because you're not going to understand it. And, but what I will say is I don't have anything bad to say though. And I was like, well, I can still appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand why she felt, how she felt. She didn't even want to get into it because she already know what my mindset was. But I at least I appreciate her not just shitting on a nigga though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So she was understandable to an agree,
but she still had
she still had some feelings.
The feelings,
quote unquote. But
I hate feelings.
We all know how that goes.
Oh man, feelings are so trash.
We all know how that goes.
The feelings.
There's nothing wrong with having feelings, but the reality of it is,
stop letting those damn feelings warp your whole situation, bro. Like
entire situation.
They not everything. And real talk, in this society today, I think we focus too much on the damn feelings, yo.
Right.
People getting canceled all the time because it's how someone feels.
But see, for everybody that you're focused on their feelings, what about the person on the opposite end? That person has feelings too. So you're saying that person's feelings is invalid.
Right.
But these people feelings is
are
okay.
Top notch. They're the most important and that's it. And you say that and then women look at you blinking like, well, nigga, I said what I said. Oh, okay, bet. Say less then. And that's who you supposed to wife up. The shorty that don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Boo.
Tomatoes.
I'm throwing tomato.
Oh shit, yo. So yeah, man. So to me, my man Kevin Samuels, he was not a shock jock, bro. He was somebody who was truly trying to help. A year and a half ago, he started focusing on women, and they made his ass rich, yo. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear them talking shit about Derek Jackson no more.
At all.
They ain't even bringing this nigga up.
That nigga was a walking diabolical.
Dog, me and Double G called this shit, yo. We literally had an episode.
We did have an episode of that.
We got a Derek Jackson this thing. Your man was sitting in the car with the tight shirts all day, right? He was giving shorties advice. Ladies, if you cheating on your man and he went through your phone and caught you, he's insecure because he shouldn't have been touching your phone.
Meanwhile,
this the whole time, what's the number one thing I said? I said, yo, all I hope is, I hope he's the nigga he's acting like he is. Because if one thing happened, one overdue child support payment, one random white girl pop up like, yo, I fucked that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He's finished.
If any of these things happen, this nigga is done. What happened?
Lo and behold,
we find out
this
nigga making the videos in front of the side chick crib.
Oh, this super villain.
And then
motherfucker was a super villain.
And then decided to put out an apology video inside of his library.
Oh my.
What the fuck? Like,
then he bring his wife up there with a bonnet on. I hate this nigga. All this.
It was terrible for
and the black women acting like we didn't see that. We saw that.
Oh my!
We saw that. You know what I'm saying? At least the nigga we was looking up to wasn't lying.
I was always wondering why. I said this nigga's always in a car,
bruh.
Why?
Because he had just finished.
He ain't got nowhere to live. Like what is
banging shorty out? Dick was still.
This nigga said, "I gotta make a video. I gotta start something. Hold on, I'll be right back." Ladies,
if your man is out here getting his dick sucked, wait a minute.
She looking out the window like, the fuck is he doing?
It's like he's talking to himself.
Who the fuck is he talking to?
Hell, man.
I guarantee one of those videos he made while he was getting some dough.
I promise
He
you,
had
yo,
that,
we
man.
just missed that shit. Like Friday when Shorty was sitting on top of the nigga, questioning this nigga about the movies. No, everybody missed that man in the bed. Everybody
In the
misses
back
that.
room.
Oh
In the
yeah,
background.
yeah. This nigga was camouflaged
cheating
on
on
the
him.
side of the bed.
But was questioning
cheating
him,
on
yo.
He
Sid.
was questioning that nigga.
Who you go to the show with last night? What? And you sitting on top of a dude?
He got a whole pile
Right.
of whole laundry nigga
Right.
right there. Nigga look like a whole pile of laundry just sitting there.
The audacity, man. But like Mike said earlier, we are not here to bash women. We just laughing at y'all illogical ass thinking sometimes, and y'all illogical, irrational hate toward Kevin Samuels for telling y'all the truth. That's what we laughing at the moment, man. How can we? What can we say now to show the women that we are in full support of them?
No, for real. Like, 'cause you know what? You
Yo.
gotta think about this shit. Like, I love. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna get a little pro-black right quick, fellas. I love
ahead,
our
man, go
black
ahead.
women. Look, I love our black women who have decided to make changes for themselves, to not only be better for themselves, but to be better for the black man they say they want, for the man that they say they want.
That's real.
So for the women who are holding themselves accountable, for the women who are not being irrational or illogical, mama, I love you.
That's real. That's some real shit right there.
Yeah.
I can say that. And then on our side, we doing the same shit. We trying to be the niggas that we supposed to be, so that when it's finally time to have a wife or a real woman at your side, I am the man for Shorty. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Shorty like, oh, I'm gonna walk away from this nigga. He trash. Or he good here, here, and here. But since this is not popping, nah, buddy. I want to be the ultimate option, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk to the married man here. How did you know that was the one, bro? How did you know?
I mean, I just knew, like, you know, after being with her, you know, it's like you be around somebody and then you realize, like, what if that person is like, I wake up and she's gone out my life.
What would you do with yourself?
You know, like you realize that person kind of keeps my life together, keeps me focused. Like every day is I'm glad to wake up is happy because somebody, you know, that person really has an impact and influence your life for the better. You know, then, you know, and they're special. Like, and if nobody else done that for you, then like, yeah, there's something about this person. You're like, I need to hold on to that.
I can't even hate on that. Let's talk to the niggas that's been married before. What you got to say about that?
Love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh? Then shop at Kroger. We give you more ways to save on the fresh you love with tools like the Kroger app, where you can find personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, giving you prices that are lower than the everyday low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
And now you'll find more ways to save on your favorites. When you download digital coupons, you can use up to 5 times in one transaction. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
It's quiet.
Silence.
Yeah, no, look. I was transitioning, fellas. I was transitioning. Give me a second. All right, so it's kind of similar to what you said when I was married, man, and things, you know, I was really in that zone. Like just a quick note. A lot of people, when our marriage ended, a lot of people would say, I never thought that you guys would get divorced because of the way you talked about her, the way that you respected the fact that, okay, you guys are married, and any decision you made people always knew that it was going to be a decision that you were making with your wife. It wasn't going to be no bullshit about you just making the choice and then, you know, she just got to go with it. So when we did end up getting a divorce, you know, a lot of people were really surprised. But when I was married, man, and it was on, it was a beautiful thing. Now, there were some things that I ended up seeing towards the end of the marriage of like, oh shit, this my perception of that whole perception reality shit. Like, damn, how did I miss this shit?
Yeah.
Well, motherfucker, because I was in love. Like, because I'm younger than her. I was fucking stupid in love. And there's just some shit that it's okay because you do love the person and you're willing to try to make stuff work.
Yeah.
So, you know, in my willingness to try to make some things work, I just completely glossed over some shit that I just should have glossed over. Yeah, so it was good when it was good, and when it wasn't, I'm like, look, you know, some people tried to judge me, you know, since, but I'm like, look, if I'm not happy, I'm not gonna fake it because we have children now.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be good for them in the long run. Pop's trying to fake that shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. See, so you had a Sixth Sense moment. You woke up when the rose-colored glasses came off, and it was like,
all the way tough.
I hate this.
All the way tough. That's exactly what happened to the kid.
That's real. That's real. And now me and Double G sitting here like don't know nothing about it.
Nothing about that. Came close, but you know everything reveals itself. So I'm glad I'm.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Down that pipeline.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. As a man, you have those life lessons, yo. Y'all only gotta know how my back's set up, man. I got that bad back, and at the peak of the injury, I was done. You know what I'm saying? I had my little rotation, and I told the story before. I had my rotation, and everybody was hitting me up. Hey, what's good? I'm trying to get some dick. And I'm like, can't. My back fucked up. What you mean? I was like, I can't even move. Well, let me just come through and suck it. I'm like, nah, but you can't do nothing. My back fucked up. Shit, well, call me when you ready. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Literally had the exact same conversation with the next chick. Third chick, same thing. And I'm like, well, damn. And nobody was pulling up to check on me. I was like, I'm laid out. I can't move. Nobody cared. The one girl that I was fucking with that I didn't like her like that. You know what I'm saying? She was like, what do you need? You want some soup? You got a heating pad? You need this? You need that? I'm going to come over there. I'm coming over there. And I was like, damn, like that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the difference. And I was like, wow, this is how it got to go. Now, she still wasn't the one. Let's get that right. Right? But I knew what I wanted in the one.
Right.
I wanted that support and caring, but she needed to look like the ones that was curving. If that makes sense.
You had a Kane Carter moment. I don't know if everybody remember Kane Carter, the bottom bitch dude, the one that was like the dude that did the brotherly love shit. Y'all ever looked that up? Brotherly love?
Nah,
it's a cat out of Baltimore named Kane Carter. Well, okay. Just based off what you just said, it sounded like you had a Kane Carter moment, bro. Yeah. Like this nigga was losing everything in his life, man. Like he had gotten sick. His homeboy who was helping him out, that was like a med tech or something coming over. The doctors didn't know what the fuck was wrong with him. He was on the verge of death. Brody would come over, give him the IVs and all this shit. One night, Brody died. Best friend fucking died. OD.
Damn.
Fucking dog that he had. Yeah, his fucking dog. He had a big ass tequila.
I know who you talking about. Yes. I remember Brody, that nigga.
When he finally came back after like a year and a half, he told the exact same story you just told, my nigga. Like almost to a fucking T.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You had a Kane Carter moment, nigga.
Yeah, and he used to be hilarious. Y'all know this nigga. He used to be the one that used to be talking about hoes and shit, and he used to do the Mario sound effects.
They know who he is.
I'm gonna pull him up. We'll pull him up after the pod.
All right.
But then he got so sad, bro. He used to be hilarious.
Yo, yeah, no, he's mad sad.
And then he had this stomach issue, and now this nigga is. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's depressing. Look, I can't watch this nigga no more.
He must have found God or some shit. I don't know what he found, but it ain't funny.
He looked like Martin. Right. Remember when Martin went to the monastery? Yeah, he looked like that now. Dead ass. I know exactly who you talking about. He looked just
hell yeah.
But yeah, his story that was a real ass story too. That nigga literally his dog died. I said, Jesus. I said, God be testing you sometimes. Like
hell yeah, Job, motherfucker. This motherfucker is modern day Job.
That nigga is the Hulk now with the strength wise. You know what I'm saying? All right, so with our tribute episode here. Is there anything that Kevin Samuels have said that has helped y'all individually in y'all lives?
I mean, I don't really watch him like that. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't tune in to be able to get different aspects of whatever, like almost like a coaching kind of thing. I don't really tune in for that. Right. The only time I tune in is when I was hearing bad things about him that women were saying. Yeah. And then I would you wake up. driving a radio, you hear it on the radio.
They talking greasy,
and I took tidbits of that, and then I started to kind of formulate my own opinion and be like, yo, you got to look at it on both sides.
Right.
You got to look at for what Kevin's saying, what he's trying to tell these people, and then how these people are receiving it, and where they're coming from trying to receive it. And 98% of the time, where they coming from is not gonna match what Kevin's trying to tell them.
Right.
So it's almost one of those, I guess coming from that, the only thing I would take from what he said was just to have an open mind, period.
Yeah.
Like don't take things to heart because somebody's telling you about things that you need to do. It's almost like a wake up call.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this is reality. This is what you trying to ask for. This is how you get it.
Yeah.
This may not be the formula where I'm telling you the tone or whatever. This may not how you want to hear it.
Yeah.
But some way down the line, this is how you got to get to that.
Facts.
If you want this, that, and the third.
That makes sense.
Pretty much at the end of the day.
I can't hate on that. That makes sense. What you got?
Well, I mean, as far like I'm out the game, I'm married. I'm happily married, so that's a whole another thing. So me watching Kevin, it was more so entertainment. Like real talk, like it was entertaining to watch, like, and just it was entertaining and also kind of eye opening because the world is big. It's so many, we got like I forgot like 6 billion people in the world,
Something like that, yeah.
So seeing people call in their viewpoints and everything, it was also interesting to see, but it just made me realize, like, man, a lot of people are divorced from reality. Like,
they don't believe in it.
Because like we've been saying, like everything he said, not every some you can take offense to some things, I guess, but it wasn't that he said any lies. It was just the way he said it.
Yeah.
But that's how he spoke to everybody, guys, women. It didn't matter who you were. Everybody got it equal.
You gonna get that hit, and I think that's what men was like. We was like, nigga, if he talking to everybody like that, what you mad for? Right.
They
was like, but I'm mad because he talking to me like that.
Right. Like that's the thing still going on now. Women want equal treatment.
Yeah.
You getting that equal treatment.
Now you get I'm trying to tell you, you don't want it on this side, yo. You don't want nothing of what we be getting. It ain't easy for no man, yo. I'm trying to tell you. A lot of women will tell you different. What about you, Mike?
Man, know your value and worth, and have the expectation of your value and worth. So don't try to overshoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That go for everybody. Like he told Buddy. Buddy, what was he? 5'4", 5'5", 240, and made $37,000 a year. Pick a struggle.
Yeah.
Improve yourself as much as you can. So, elevate your worth, and then set your expectations to that.
Yeah, that's real. And I think for me as a nigga, I never had any problem with women. Even when I was at my brokest, I think I had the most women. Like, that wasn't the issue. But when I heard them calling in, and I used to hate that phrase, high value man, because if you listen to all of the things that the women were requesting, they never wanted the nigga to be like a nice person. They never wanted him to be like a stand-up guy. They never wanted him to, like, they never even said they wanted him like to not be musty. Like, they ain't even say nothing about hygiene. They were just like, 6 foot, 6 figures,
everything material.
And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And I know everything is on the bell curve. I know it's not going to be all of them, but it was really eye-opening to hear that from every shorty that was calling in, no matter what they looked like. No matter what they looked like, this is what they said. And I was like, well, damn, I need to step it up. You know what I'm saying? I need to get my shit together. Like, I'm on this level because this is everything that they talking about. I want to be considered a boss character too. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for materialistic shit, but I'm just like to elevate the chances. That's how I felt. But you got to, like Mike just said, you got to keep it real with yourself. What have you accomplished? What are you going to accomplish? What are your goals? And just, as a man, finding your purpose and sticking to that shit. Because that's how you get to that promised land of all the free pussy and shit. You know what I'm saying? You get your purpose and you make it there. Yeah. Now you got the guap. Now you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And so niggas be chasing the women and y'all doing it backwards. You know what I mean? And I think I got that. It did raise the value for all the men. And I think that's what the women hate the most. Because as soon as we start asking them what they bring to the table, what will you get back? Nothing.
I am the table.
Nothing but attitude.
You can eat the table.
I am the table.
This pussy nigga.
Oh God, I don't want that again.
I want that.
They never said the right fucking answer.
Right.
But they was mad offended. I'm dead, man. So in the long run, we want to say rest in peace, rest in heaven, rest in power to our brother Kevin Samuels. I did not know this man personally at all. After this day, I will no longer defend him in anything that's going on. If we got a debate about that's got to make some logical sense, I'll discuss that with him. But I cannot defend someone I didn't know. But I did appreciate what he was trying to do as a black man, bringing other black men in and bringing black men and women together. I can't hate on none of that. What y'all got?
I had to give it up to him. Like he wanted us as like black people, just men, women. He wanted all of us to do better. Like he made money, yes, but he actually been using that money to try to benefit the community. Like he didn't do all of this just because. It wasn't like some I'm gonna get rich and stuff. Like he was active, actually doing more than some of these other people who want to criticize and talk about him. And
Brother Umar.
So I mean, we all just need to really like come together, be better, work on really communicating across the aisle to each other and hearing each other out, and like really just be adults about some issues. And
boy, say it again, my nigga, for the people in the back. Goddamn childish.
Yeah, I gotta say is rest in power, man. And at some point, let this be one of those situations where it's like that kind of thing should have brought black people together better in the community.
Yeah, death should be like uniting, not dividing.
That because of what he stood for, what he was standing for, what he was talking about, that should have been the bridge in the gap. But it ain't always like that, because as you can see.
See what we got here.
See what we got.
What you got, Mike? What's your send-off for KS?
Definitely rest in paradise. I really feel like the message that he was putting out there for people, if you actually looked at his content, it was all about us coming together and being more united and prospering together, not being separate, being so divided. Just really coming back to the black community that once was. Don't let things that are happening in today's times keep us divided. Come together and have a conversation to have understanding, not just talking at each other or to each other, to gain an understanding of where we might be misunderstanding each other or not communicating well, so that we can have a better conversation about how to move forward together.
Yeah, shit ain't gonna change if we don't talk about it and do something about it. We got to execute as well. So that's real, man. So I want to stop and give a special thank you and shout out to all of the podcast supporters, everybody who's been hitting me up, hounding me for a new episode, everybody hitting Double G up, talking about what y'all doing, where y'all been. Y'all got me listening to other stuff.
Right, downloading your old shit. Like, all right.
Dog, and it's so crazy because when you look at the statistics, even if it's 5 people, somebody keep downloading the episodes and really listening to them shits. So shout out to y'all, man. I want to give a special shout out to and thank you to Keith and Mike, man. Appreciate y'all niggas pulling up. I wanted this to be a panel episode, not just me and Double G's opinion, just to show that there's more men that think, like us. And I appreciate y'all for being like the first damn guests up here, man. Give yourselves a round of applause.
My pleasure. About goddamn time.
You know what I'm saying? Where can they find you, Keith? If they looking for you?
Nah, nobody looking for me.
He said, "I'm married, nigga. Don't be trying to find me. Get me in trouble out here." Where can they find you, Mike?
Nah, my new lady is Scorpio. This bitch crazy. She like 6'2". I don't want to.
She said, "Don't even worry about it."
Don't even worry about it. She's 6'2", and I'm afraid of her.
Yeah, I don't worry about finding Keith and Mike, man. But as
don't
always,
look for me. Don't look for me. I've been found.
When I come out with some content or some project, something that y'all can find that, I'll let y'all know.
Facts, yeah. Just put us on.
I'm gonna come back here first when I finally get my podcast set up.
Yeah,
if you have me back, I'll come back here first.
Big facts, of course. Yeah, we waiting on that joint. So as always, you can find me at Ringo Mandingo 757 on Instagram. Where you at, Double G?
At _1GG_.
Big facts and difficult ass names. And as always, y'all, a person is useless without purpose. A purpose is useless without a plan. A plan is useless without execution. Execution is useless without passion. Passion is wasted without consistency. So go forward with everything and be the best you can be. This is your boy Ringo Mandingo.
Double G.
Keith.
Learn to mic it.
Hey, man, this is the hashtag Just Saying Podcast. We out.
All right.
We appreciate you joining us. Hashtag Just Saying Podcast is produced, recorded, and edited by Ringo Mandingo. Special shout outs to the homies Hating Ass Jones and Double G. To spread the love and help us grow, please like and subscribe to the podcast. If you want to add to the conversation or participate with a topic, please comment and share in the hashtag Just Saying Podcast Facebook group. You can follow us on Facebook at Just Saying Podcast and on Instagram at hashtag Just Saying Podcast. Also, you can listen to us anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. Apple, Stitcher, Deezer, Spreaker, SoundCloud, and on YouTube. Holla at us. Hashtag Just Saying Podcast.
Torio Beats.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion, first with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Download episodes of previous shows.
Audio Jungle.
At Ozo, we know you love bacon. The smell, the sizzle, the crispiness. So we made True Bite Bacon out of plants. The smell, the sizzle, the crispiness. Think it's too good to be true? Well, bite into it to believe it. It's 100% plants, 100% delicious. Ozo, a true bite experience everyone will enjoy.
The Triple B Podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff. And please, never forget to break bread with your brothers.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast in the house. Hey.
We're having a little pop up. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it. This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking. And, you know, food is always just the extra, man. They deprive these people of their basic human rights. You know, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through. I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
Superstar NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson's lead attorney has no problem with the happy ending, while Watson is in trouble for them. Watson's lead attorney Rusty Hardin. Wow.
What's his name? Hold on, what? That's too much information to take in. Hold on.
Rusty Hardin has some strange things to say about happy ending after massages. Now Hardin's work. Wow.
Rusty hard on them. No problems with.
Hey, Rusty, a whole legend though. Why you bullshitting? You know, Rusty representing Roger Clemens and shit.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Rusty's a whole fucking legend out here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Man. Now Rusty hard on.
Rusty Hardin is working hard
on
to clear up.
On sports radio.
Yeah.
He said that's not against the law.
Man. And this shit is crazy, man. Because like now, isn't the count up to like 66?
There's 66 accusations and 24 women who have actually
come forward with lawsuits.
Come through with lawsuits. So there's 24 lawsuits and 66 accusations.
In this.
I was just gonna say, like, when we gonna finally admit that this nigga's got a problem, man? Like,
it's beyond that. Like cause like in the trial, they play some audio from on the deposition or whatever the fuck, and he was just like, they were like, so you were contacting these women online, blah blah blah. He's like, yeah. So did you ask for their qualifications, their blah blah blah? He's like, that wasn't important. He's like, okay. So did you see if they had ever studied? That wasn't important. Like. Maybe,
so it's so many layers to this shit though, man. Like, so first layer, like, all right, you play sports, I play sports, Joe plays sports. Let's say we're playing at the highest level, and let's say we get massages, right?
Right.
And so when we get massages,
hold on. We ain't the only ones to play sports on this podcast, bro.
You're right.
That was very misogynistic, man. Come on, dude.
You're right. I apologize to all who are listening. So
and on the show,
everybody's played sports, period. On the show, everybody who's listening, everybody who plays sports on the show. What I'm saying is, you get massages, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're at that level, you have the financial means to do what you need to do to take care of your body. Aren't you going to pick one masseuse like that you know does what you need them to do and continuously work with that person?
And let's not forget, nigga, you play for a fucking professional NFL team. They can get you a motherfucking masseuse.
So I'm leading into that. So he contacted in the frame of 1 month like 25 different women to massage him. Right?
Yes.
25 different women to give him a massage. And then on top of that, what's crazy is the Texans had everybody sign, all the people that he worked with signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Yep.
And the guy who was the lawyer that's filing the suits was like, the Texans' friend was like a neighbor to this nigga. So he knew all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he tried to conceal it and tried to do all this shit. And they basically exposed this nigga for saying, all right, you want to pitch a fit? All right, well, we're going to tell all your business.
You said he's trying to conceal it. It sounds like he was trying to expose it.
No, like they were...
Easy.
Nice.
Easy.
That was clean.
Okay. Right.
That was clean. That was a slick one. That was clean.
Yeah, he sounded like he had a slick one too, nigga.
But
I don't know, man. But we need to acknowledge, man. 66 people have come out and said this nigga was a pervert. Like, I'm sorry, where there's fire, there's smoke.
No, nigga, the forest is burned to the ground. There's nothing else to burn, dog. And then the fact that Cleveland signs this nigga and the way they structure his contract is crazy. So he gets that bit of that guaranteed money, but they put his contract at like basically the league minimum for the most part. So that way, when they come for his money, they coming from that league minimum money. It's crazy, nigga. It's so crazy. The extremes they going to protect this nigga.
Right. And if you see the video of this nigga in OTAs in Cleveland, they got this nigga on TikTok throwing like 5 interceptions in a row in practice. It's hilarious. But like, you nigga paid all this money for this shit.
But dog, like, here's the crazy thing, right? Cause you remember when I think what they said, like his first year when he came to the league, that nigga like donated like so much money to like for hurricane relief and all this other shit, man. And like he had me fooled. I'm like, damn, it's a good dude. It's like a real good dude. But nigga, hey, the nigga might be the fucking Dr. Huxtable of the NFL, nigga. Real talk.
Hey,
like, nigga, I mean, real talk.
That's the point. The nigga does good shit to offset his pervert.
The nigga gave up game checks. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Like not a little bit of money. Gave up game checks. Like here, no questions asked. But hearing you out here doing this shit, nigga.
I don't know, bro.
66 women. Not 66 counts. 66 different women. 24 different women who are willing to sit in a courtroom and sue your ass, nigga.
Yep. And 66 who say you have done something. And here's the other point. If I ain't done nothing wrong, if I haven't done anything wrong, why would I offer to pay you to go away? Because he offered to pay them to go away. He offered to do the settlement. And their lawyers declined that shit.
I don't know. Sometimes they do that because shit. Sometimes it's cheaper to pay him off than it is to go through an ongoing thing to prove your innocence. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I feel that, but if 24 motherfuckers saying I did something and I absolutely 100% know I didn't do it, I'm not paying you a goddamn dime. I did not do this shit. Like, that's me. I mean, some people in that position, I'm not in that position to be like, well, I didn't, let's just pay him and make him go away.
Well, okay. Hold on. What's his name? Rusty Hard-On. Had a point. He had a point. He said, I mean, getting a hand job is not illegal.
Right. But here's the thing.
Was it consensual?
But there are also numerous reports of him masturbating while getting a massage. Not someone jacking him off, a woman massaging him.
Okay,
he starts masturbating.
He literally pulled his shit out and went to work in front of a chick in the massage parlor. Yeah. Like, that's an
he on some Antonio Brown type shit.
Yeah. That's just wild.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga has a fucking problem.
No, nigga, that is a fetish, a sick fetish. Like, I gotta.
Isn't he learning from the commissioner or whoever it was that was up at the top of the NFL though, who used to do?
Yeah, that's fucking owner of the Patriots.
That's the owner of the Patriots.
Robert Kraft.
Bob Kraft.
But he ain't got Robert Kraft money or influence to just make it go away.
Yeah. Robert Kraft. That's you heard about that shit.
Good callback though.
That's a great callback. We was talking about that at work too. I said the same thing. I said, yeah, that's an old white man. He real rich. That's a nigga. So that's why they ain't going away.
I would say that what AC was saying, I feel like, okay, so I saw this article today, which I feel like kind of fits in here. So AC, you mentioned that he could hire his own masseuse. Bruh, why is the article today that said that Snoop Dogg is giving his blunt roller a raise? His blunt roller makes $40,000 to $60,000 a year. Why did I not know about this when I was in high school before I went to college? That's like a job that I could have been doing. Now, if you want me to massage you, I'm not going to do happy endings, but I could be somebody's private masseuse. I'll do any of that. I'll roll blunts. I'll roll joints. Just give me a year's salary for it, and I'm good.
Okay. I'm going to hear about you in the story. Rolling more than blunts.
Hey, on the side note, what the fuck does that job interview look like, nigga, to be the blunt roller for Snoop?
Nigga, you got to gut it and roll it, nigga.
You got to, roll
in a timely manner.
And how fast you're doing it, I feel like. Because if you're getting that much money a year, $40,000 to $60,000 a year, how many blunts do you got to roll? It might be arthritis, though. You might be like, have to get good insurance for that.
You out there re-rolling blunts like cigarettes.
I'm pretty sure you had to be in the right place at the right time to get that job. I don't think that was publicized on Indeed, nigga.
But now that he's announced that he's doing that, I feel like other people may be like, damn, Snoop's got his own roller? I need to get a roller so I can get on Snoop level. So I need to, learn. I've never rolled a blunt or a joint any time in my life, but I feel like I need to learn, so maybe I could get hired on somewhere.
It's going to be sad when them stories come out that you got to, roll the blunt around Snoop's dick. That's the job. Yeah, that's gonna be real sad when that story comes out. We will revisit. What episode would this be? We'll revisit this episode when that bad news come back. Late Lavender, you still want that job? Oh no, but yeah, man, fuck Deshaun. He need to go. He need to go away. And fuck Cleveland Browns. Oh man. Oh, another great team. Oh man, the hits keep coming. Oh, no. No. Hold on. What are we doing here? Sorry, y'all. Live podcasting. Jack Del Rio. There we go. Boom.
Good. What did I ask?
Rewind that.
Let's get right down to it. What did I ask? A simple question. Why are we not looking into those things? If we're going to talk about it. Why are we not looking into those things? Because it's kind of hard for me to say I can realistically look at it. I see the images on TV. People's livelihoods are being destroyed. Businesses are being burned down. No problem. And then we have a dust-up at the Capitol. Well, there's nothing burned down. And we're not going to talk about, we're going to make that a major deal. I just think it's kind of two standards. And if we apply the same standard, and we're going to be reasonable with each other, let's have a discussion.
Sir,
nigga, reasonable? Where the fuck is the reason in that statement?
Your racism is showing, sir.
Right. Nigga, hold on, pause. How are you? I'm assuming he's talking about the riots of 2020 and shit getting burned down.
He's talking about
like niggas didn't have insurance. Okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's made whole after that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, this the Capitol, bro. We not the fucking Target in Minnesota. The fucking, you know what I'm saying? What was next to the Target? The fucking AutoZone, nigga. The AutoZone is not the same as the fucking Capitol.
Right.
Those are not the same building. They don't serve the same purpose. They don't have the same people inside them. What the fuck is he talking about?
But you gotta think that these are the people, if he's saying something like this, he's probably somebody who has only watched certain media, only looked at things in a certain way, and all those people are saying that, oh, it's nothing. Even, was it yesterday, last night, or this morning, sometime since the commission people started talking about January 6th, what's that dude's name on Fox? Tucker Carlson, talking about it was no big deal. So I feel like he's probably never seen footage. He's probably never seen what actually happened. It's just people went there and they wanted to overturn the errant election that somebody else should have won. And so I'm not saying he's right, but I feel like people are only seeing certain sides, and so they're believing that it was not a big deal because they're not seeing actual footage. They're not seeing what actually happened. They're not seeing people, like the lady just said, she was like slipping on fucking blood in there. I don't think they're seeing any of that stuff. So
Yeah, well, that's because Fox refused to fucking run the goddamn hearing.
They're not yet not covering
because them niggas are complicit. Because them motherfuckers was texting the president and the president's people on that day trying to get him to stop because they knew the shit was real. Like Tucker Carlson was real life texting the fucking White House trying to get them to chill the fuck out because he was like, this shit is horrible. But now, years removed from it, that shit was nothing but a dust up.
I have a thought, man. I have a thought. And y'all can check me on this or whatever, or provide your input. But my thought is people like that who claim to be proud Americans, right? Who claim to be, this country's the greatest country ever. This country's this country's that. We're this, we're that. You can actually witness or hear about a breach of one of the places that's supposed to be the most protected, the most quote unquote sacred, the quote unquote the most pristine place that you don't violate. Hear about that, participate in that, see that, and still justify their belief that we are living in the greatest quote unquote place, nation, whatever in the world. Like I know we talk about the echo chambers and all that, but how twisted is your fucking mind that you don't even recognize the irony in that?
But then I'm not playing devil's advocate. We talk about on the show. There are many who think they were justified in what they did that day. There are many who think that their way of life, the election, whatever you want to think about, all of it taken away, stolen, their due process. Well, not due process. You know what I'm saying? All of that taken away. So they feel justified in that action. And
isn't everything they did contrary to what they preach?
Well, no, not if you think that your country is under attack, which they many believe on many sides, on both sides of the extreme. Their country's under attack, got to do whatever to take it back. They feel justified in that action, and you're not going to be able to tell them anything different. AC, I'm telling you.
That's what happened in Buffalo.
Yeah. You're not going to be, whether it's a white replacement theory, whether it's extreme conservatism, extreme liberalism, wherever it is, you can justify that this is an attack on my way of life and things of that nature. And yeah.
Well, when you put it that way, I guess this is what.
But no, I agree with you. No, I agree with you. It's fucking madness.
I'm saying it's what the country was founded on. When you go back to the Civil War and all the other shit back in the history of the country, it's the ideology, I guess, that the country was created on.
The country was an agreement between terrorists who owned slaves.
There you go.
What else we gonna say? It's a very well written document, but let's not pretend what it really was, an agreement between terrorists who owned slaves.
I want to talk to y'all. Hold up.
Talk to me, bro.
This nigga Jack Del Rio is D coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could this nigga tell you about 3-4 after that? Could you listen to this motherfucker talk about how wrong the shit was in 2020 and then dismiss January 6th of 21 like that shit was a dust up, and then he tell you, hey, we running cover 2?
What does dust up mean? Can somebody give me that definition?
Like a little fight, little scuffle,
a little skirmish.
Okay.
Not because here's the thing though, they call it dust up, but then you also want to push down my net. This white woman got killed. So which one is it, my nigga? Is it a dust up, or did people die and they gotta be made martyrs? Can't have it both ways, pimp. But back to what you were saying, Joe. No.
Go ahead, Bosco.
No, we gonna have to talk a talk, nigga. We all men in this motherfucking room, bro.
I would say this though, like to reach your point, and Bosco, you've been in there before. You know the coaches already. So before Jack Del Rio even said this shit, you already know the coaches who have the racial undertones that you know what they are and you know what their beliefs are, so you deal with them accordingly. So if long as the motherfucker talking about football and we just literally talking about football, that's one thing. I think is just black athletes, especially playing at a level that is a what'd you call them, Bosco? A predominantly white school, or what you call those universities?
PWI.
PWIs,
right.
Predominantly white institutions. So being an athlete at that level, you are going to encounter some coaches who have ideologies that you can read without even having a conversation about ideology with them. So I think it as athletes, and I'm just speaking for myself, and Bosco, you can chime in, and Joe, you can chime in too.
And Lady Lavender.
And Lady Lavender.
Lady Lavender, I'm sorry.
That's two strikes.
That's the second time you did it, nigga. We're trying to save you. There's another D1 athlete on this podcast, sir.
That's why you niggas are here. You my life rap. But no, but saying that, just that ideology, you know that is there. So I think we know how to compartmentalize the difference between, okay, we talking straight sports, and if you're talking about anything else, I'm not really listening. I think at a professional level, when you're thinking about your check and you're thinking about this, okay, this nigga talking about cover 2, he been here, we'll listen to that, we'll play the technique and do it. But if this nigga talking about anything else, yeah, nah. You can miss me with that, coach. We ain't having that conversation.
I hear what Joe was saying. I hear what Joe was saying too. Though.
I feel like in some ways though, you gotta. I mean, the NFL, we've seen so many of those reports that come out of these coaches and these upper level people and all their racist ideas. I feel like just as a black person in society, you know that people you work with are going to be like this. This dude has got the racist sunglasses on his head. I'm not even sure what the fuck his hat is. It looks like it's like an American eagle, and I'm not sure that that's the Washington Commanders mascot. Just looking at this dude, you know he's racist. So I'm sure everybody on his team already knew that this was going to come out of his mouth. They maybe didn't know like he was going to say it on a TV like reporter thingy. I can't think of the media stuff, but you had to have known that this dude is like he is.
I'm sorry, I just said the man had the racist football coach starter kit.
He do.
He basically does. Look at him. But look at those glasses. All he needs to do is put those sunglasses on backwards, and then you know for sure. Like he's put them on, you know, they wear them on the back of their head instead of the front. Like that's all he needed to do different.
What if he had an old pack in? What if he had a dip in right now too? That'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
Fuck it. But to go back to what Joe was saying though, I hear there. Yeah, we may not. Those players may not rise up, but he's definitely losing some respect. You know what I'm saying? Because of course Brian Mitchell don't play no more. I wish I had the sound bite from it, but he was on the air in D.C. and he was basically saying, man, you got Ron Rivera is supposed to be this disciplinary coach, you know what I'm saying, all about strict, discipline, but you got your fucking defensive coordinator out here just speaking reckless. So are you all about discipline, or you all about this nigga shutting up?
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like this, man, like with the Amber Heard shit. They like, oh, she lied about this thing, so she probably lying about all of it. If this nigga's wrong about this fucking thing, how the fuck do you trust him to know X's and O's?
But he said this
nigga's judgment is obviously foul.
Yeah, but he said other foul shit too, though, Joe.
How you trust him to make the right call when they got the receiver in the slot? You know what I'm saying? How you trust him to make the right call? That's all I'm saying, man. They emotional. How you trust him to make the right call?
I think the two is different.
So you're saying he's all bad because he does a bad thing? I mean, Deshaun Watson.
I'm saying this nigga is completely off. He's completely off. So how could he be on? I don't know. He's shown his logic is not sound.
But at the same time, I'm sure there's some players on the Commanders team who are like, man, I really like Jack Del Rio now. He's speaking my language.
He's speaking.
Like, as the white dude on this team, I didn't know he was on my side, but now I see. Let me go. I'm going to play even better. I'm going to have the best season ever because now I know I got a racist coach just like me.
They're not going to have a good season. They are still the Washington Commanders.
But I'm sure there's some people on the team who are like, yes, I'm glad he's got my back. He's saying exactly what I want. Just like you're saying, and hopefully there's a lot of players who don't feel that way. and maybe lost respect for him. But I'm sure there's some people who are gonna be like, yes, bet that's my dude right there.
But
it's the NFL. 70% of people in the locker room is black.
But
So,
also
That's true, yeah.
I also hear what AC is saying though too, because I know a lot of us have worked for fucked up people. So, somebody got a call. Who have worked for fucked up people? You know what I'm saying? End of the day, it's all about that check. As long as you don't say shit to me directly, I'm gonna keep it moving, pimp. So I mean that happens too. And
I think at that level you got to compartmentalize, man. I think at that level is compartmentalization at its finest.
And hey, I don't know if he was racist, but Coach Hoax, ho ass, when I was in Mizzou, man, if I saw that nigga today, I'd run him over. He ain't never. I don't even know if he racist, but he was a bitch. That's all I do know. He was bitch made. So I definitely get it. But
Coach Hoax.
I like football, so I didn't say anything. Oh, here's his hat, Lady Lavender. Oh, that's the same hat? Hold on, let me see. I think it might be. Yeah, it's the same hat. Yeah.
America.
It just looked real racist. Anyway, Washington Commander defensive coach Jack Del Rio fined $100,000 for calling January 6th a dust-up. See? It's all good now, y'all. Okay. Anyway, and Ron Rivera, who's the head coach of the Washington Commanders, he came out and gave a very strong worded thing. I don't want to read it. He basically said what Del Rio said was bad. We're going to give some money to black people. Democracy is good. And something about George Floyd and January 6th. Y'all put in the show notes.
He said that shit in Chocolate City, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. It's a black ass. It's a black.
He said it in
D.C.
city. Where it happened. It is a black ass city. Come on, man.
Black ass city.
And in there, he's saying he does have the right to say these things. The words have consequences, but he can say whatever he wants. So basically, we're going to fine him $100,000, which is nothing to this dude probably. He's not going to lose his job. He's not suspended for any time. He's not going to have to go to any kind of training on how to talk better to people and how to not be racist. He can say whatever he wants. We just going to fine him a little bit of money. That's it.
I think here's the part that's funny to me. I want to make it clear that our organization will not tolerate any equivalency between those who demanded justice in the wake of George Floyd's murder and the actions of those on January 6th. Now, I don't know if he should be fired, but by him not being fired, aren't you tolerating it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused. No, I don't think he should be fired. I mean, I don't think it's a fireable offense.
I definitely think. I mean, and you probably handle it internally. Yeah. You don't make it known to the media, but I mean, that would probably be a, hey, you don't watch.
Hey, nigga, hey, no, that's definitely that's your one, nigga.
That's your one.
That's your one, nigga. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. But yeah, I don't know if it's a fireable offense off top, but but when you say we don't tolerate it, but niggas still on the payroll, I'm like, so you kind of do? I don't know.
He donated a lot of that payroll back. Shit. That's a year and some change of my services.
Yeah, but for this, I mean, I'm saying to Americans, for him though, a little different, I think. And
yeah, it ain't pocket change.
No, 100K ain't pocket change, and we don't know his pockets either. You know, he has been a head coach before, hasn't he?
Yep. Yeah, former head coach.
Yeah, so I don't know. You know.
And he's a former player, so he ain't
former Chiefs linebacker,
I think he was from Minnesota too.
Probably.
Minnesota for all the years. He played for Minnesota for a long time.
Surprise, surprise! An old white man thinks that January 6th was okay. I'm shocked.
Where did they make them?
where the same place they made his hat.
I don't know where they make them, but they running out.
That's why they should.
No, they are in large supply, sir. I don't know what you're looking at.
Oh shit! All right, we keep it moving. Should we get into this? Did y'all want to talk about this?
Hey,
what's up?
Nah, you just put up Jack Harlow, man. I just saw this nigga got a commercial for Kentucky Fried Chicken, man.
Dog, he loves black women. He always
There
has.
is a Jack Harlow meal at Kentucky Fried Chicken, bro.
Okay, he loves black women. He always has. What you want me to say? I mean,
no, if you love black women, his shit would have been at Popeyes.
Maybe, but Popeyes is oversaturated. He got the 7 spices and the Colonel and yeah, I don't know. But
I just saw the commercial. Nigga. Like,
I know, I'm just fucking with you. Rolling Stone reveals 200 greatest hip hop albums of all times. We posted this in the our chat group. There was some controversy, to say the least.
Can we see what the lit like? What is the like number 1 to like number 10 or something? What is the lit?
So I'll go through the 1 through 10, right? Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die. Outkast, Stank on You. And I'm saying this, so I say so number 3, Jay-Z, The Blueprint. 4, Public Enemy, Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. 5, Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. 6, Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. 7, Missy Elliott, Missy, So Addictive. 8, Wu-Tang Clan, Into the Wu-Tang. 9, Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory. And number 10, Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Hold up, pause, time out.
What is their criteria? Did they put that up in an article? Like, what made them?
Go ahead, my bad. I didn't hear you say Lady Lavender. Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, what is it that made these their top 10 list? Like, did they say it's like based on sales or based on impact in society? Like, what is their?
So let me see. These are. What is this? What is this?
Criteria, I guess.
Oh my God! What is this? Rolling Stones. We gotta do something with y'all pages. These are the albums that have defined hip hop history, from Run DMC to Playboy Carti. Let me see. 100.
All I know is they had Low End Theory in the top 10 and Midnight Marauders as a 2 out of 5. Make it make sense.
How? Like,
make it make sense. I don't know.
Like how? Like who was voting on this shit? Like how?
How you have that much separation between Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders? I just don't get it. I don't know. I have no clue how to do that. Like this is excellent. It's just horrible. What?
Acid rap is cool, but top 50?
Nigga, how do you have Cardi B in front of Illmatic?
And shit. And Doggy Style. And you know, it's a shit ton of shit was ahead of, like crazy.
This is how I know I'm old. Chief Keef, top 50.
I'm gonna just have to consider the source on this one. I mean, Rolling Stones is very nice amongst the music, but I wouldn't take it necessarily for this particular genre. So
wait a minute.
I mean, maybe this is.
Hold up. Fuck it. Be done. Hold on. Eminem's cool. I like Eminem. But you got him in front of Outkast, Aquemini?
Well, you know it's Rolling Stone. That's Marshall Mathers up. Come on, I get it. I get it.
But I'm saying we can do that for all the albums, though. If we're gonna do that,
they didn't put the stick in the Hall of Fame. They already put him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I get that, dog, but ain't no way. Okay, I hear what you're saying, but okay.
I don't know.
Hey, at least Illmatic's in front of Marshall Mathers.
Man, you start judging rappers or artists, and you start judging albums, and you start judging content. Like you have to put that shit into categories for me. Like it just can't be the best rap album of whatever, and you don't have any category. You're just basing off your opinion because the shit is so fucking, objective or whatever.
Subjective, yeah.
Or subjective. I'm sorry. It's so subjective that like anybody can have. Like I think I kind of mentioned in the chat group. You got motherfuckers who will put Drake and fucking Future as 2 of the best rappers of all time in the top 5. Why? It's been 10, 12 years since these motherfuckers been rapping, so they came up with them.
I can't put. I mean, I like Drake.
Again, we can't. I would not.
That's because y'all niggas is washed. That's why.
Cocaine, cocaine. I can't do that shit.
I'm with Kim. I'm not. If I'm trying to find out who's got the top 10 list, I'm not looking for Rolling Stones lists.
Yeah.
I know, but
I'm not doing it. So
didn't you put this in the chat group though?
I put it up there because it hit the fucking news. Everybody talking about it.
I was like,
they were.
Yeah, I agree. I avoid the Rolling Stones things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say, you act like I was like, ooh, Rolling Stone dropped
No,
their list.
I didn't say that, nigga. I just said you put it up there. And you like, and then you hit, cause you knew we were gonna get under AC skin. You calm your rage.
Bosco, I'm like you, nigga. I'm looking at these lists, just frowning, nigga. Like I'm like, nah, nigga. I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna subject myself to this irritation. Yeah. And then when Joe put up Midnight Marauders 2 out of 5, I was like, yeah, I'm not reading that shit. Yeah. I'm not fucking with that shit. I'm not putting my blood pressure up for nothing.
But nigga, hold up. How the fuck does Midnight Marauders get 2 out of 5 stars, and then they put Low End Theory by the same damn Tribe Called Quest about a year or two apart? How they put that in the top 10, nigga? I'm trying to figure that shit out, bro. I just don't get that.
Them niggas have got to be, album sales has to be a combination.
And I think Midnight Marauders is a better album.
I like Midnight Marauders way better than I like
It's their best album.
It's a better, like,
I like Midnight Marauders better. Like what are we doing?
Like Lower End Theory has like you know, I mean, it's a good album, and it has like
great album,
like 4 joints. So I'm like, you put them on, I'll kick a hole in the wall. But fucking Midnight Marauders, that whole album, nigga, the whole album.
Right.
Midnight Marauders is what I like to classify as drive music. Like, nigga, if I'm going on a 5-hour drive, I'm taking Midnight Marauders for one of those hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those. It's drive music to me. Like, there's no skips. You listen to that motherfucker the whole drive. You got 45 minutes to an hour of nothing but listening. You know what I'm saying?
In fairness, has anybody listened to the Cardi B album?
I mean, if you listen to the radio, you pretty much heard it.
Well, I'm sure you've heard songs from it, but has anybody listened to it as a work?
I have not listened to the whole album. I like the few songs on the radio. That's about it. And I hear them when I'm working out, but I have not listened to the whole album. No, sir.
I'll go ahead and take ownership on this one. Yes, I did listen to the whole album.
So tell us about it. How you feel about it?
I don't think that she should have been before. If I saw Lil' Kim Hardcore on there, and again, I consider the source, it wasn't better than Lil' Kim Hardcore album.
Yeah, that was a good album.
think it was a good.
No, Lil' Kim Hardcore was a great album.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a statement piece. You know, I think that's what Cardi did in that album. It was a statement piece. It was a nice introduction because was that her first album or was that her second album?
That's her only album.
Yeah, I think she's trying to.
So everything
that's what they say.
like
She's trying to drop She's trying to drop a new album, and she's taking 1- and 2-year-old songs like WAP and that money, whatever, and they throwing that on the album. They've been out for 2 years, and so she's trying to put a hodgepodge album together for a second project. I think is what I heard.
Yeah, it's like, nigga, if you talking about stretching your fame, nigga, her and Al B. Short got that shit on lock.
No, fuck this shit. She's talented. Fuck that. No, she's talented.
Who, Cardi B?
She's not talented.
Yeah, she's talented. She's talented.
She can rap.
Did you say Al B? I think Al B. Shore is in the hospital.
Yeah, he is. He's not in the
But okay, so Kim,
Sorry.
You listen to the album.
Yes.
How would you rank it? Would it be in the top 100 of all time?
Of whose list? No.
Of yours.
No, it would not be in my top 100. No. No.
Are you shocked that it was 18 on this list?
No, I'm not shocked because it's Rolling Stones. I mean, it's because Cardi can go a lot. I don't consider her to be. She's more pop or contemporary in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I think it was a great opening album. It made a wonderful statement. It was raw. It was catchy, and whatever. But no, I don't consider her to be a rapper. I do consider her to be a great entertainer.
Oh, I consider her to be a rapper.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So I just want to make sure you wouldn't, be unfair. Like, I mean, I've heard her songs. I haven't heard the album. I've heard songs from her. You know what I'm saying? I think they're decent songs. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like she caught the right wave at the right time. It's hard, bro. I feel like it's the right thing at the right time. Is it something that is sustainable? I don't know. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know.
She's been out here for several years now, bro.
I mean, she's been out there off of her personality, not her music. Let's be real.
She got some songs, bro.
I mean, I don't think that shit's sustainable, bro. I think
she's been sustaining though.
Because she has a strong, likable personality. I think that is what's carrying her. I don't think her music is what is carrying her, bro.
But most hip hop acts or artists don't sustain for very long. They don't have a great deal of longevity, so that's nothing new.
That's true, but that's my comparison of greatness. That's me. That's not everybody else. That's my comparison of greatness. Is what's your sustainability?
But hold on.
Bro, I feel like she got a machine, and part of that may be the personality, but she's got a machine behind her that's putting out fucking hits, bro. I don't know what to say, man.
Yeah, it's like me though. I like we talk about people that can't sustain. Like Black Rob's first album, I'll play that motherfucker from front to back all day. But that nigga had what, 2 albums?
He had 2, and the second one was trash.
Yeah, so does that mean that he just not good because he didn't sustain, or he just had one, or he had one bad album, or he had one great album and then that was it.
But we're not talking about niggas we like. I like Black Rob. We're not talking about niggas we like.
But I'm not gonna hold somebody. I'm not gonna hold someone who ain't my cup of tea to a different standard.
Right, but if
I'm not gonna front. I like Cardi B. She's not my favorite ever, but I like her.
Like I said, I work out to her.
She's not somebody who, if she came on the radio, I would turn her off. Let's say that. I would not just switch the station because it's Cardi B. I would not do that.
If she had a hype song, come on, you gonna turn it up?
Hey, nigga. Hey,
if I gonna turn it up, no.
On squat day, with this blood the shoes, hey nigga, I put all the 45s on the bar, nigga. Let's go.
I'm not doing it.
Nigga, that motherfucker came so hard on what was the name of the show? Lovecraft Country when they came through with that song Lovecraft, bro.
Yeah, this ain't blood it moves. Yeah, nigga. I don't know the words, nigga, but I know when that bitch come on, nigga, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's lift. Let's work out.
I don't know, bro. She got some shit, bro.
I'm out on that.
Your testosterone, Sean.
I mean, yeah, nigga, you had already banished somebody from the ranks of D1 athleticism just because twice today already.
Like she ain't got trophies and plaques.
Now I will verbally apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all are not. I'm not gonna let you niggas sit here and compare Lady Lavender to Cardi B. Fuck that. What? Fuck that. No, that's two different things.
You must have finished that last 32 ounces of margarita, nigga.
It might be time to shut it down, AC, bro. Hey, AC like the 10 meters of this show, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, on top of that, Lady Lavender ain't giving that nigga no bail.
It might be time for you to shut it down today, sir.
All right, man. Let's keep it moving. Hey. Shout out to Lady Lavender and Honey Buns. Jack Harlow has loved black women his whole life. Salute. There we go. Keep it moving.
No, Jack had an invite to the barbecue bar, moi. So we know he got a love for the black.
Him and Jack gonna bring KFC and Johnny Depp paying for all the liquor because he getting that 12 million from Amber. All good. And on to the, you know what? We normally don't announce the fuckery, but hey, baby girl, in honor, I kind of joked about it, but in honor of Nick Cannon having baby number 9 on the way, the fuckery section may just be called the Nick Cannon section of the podcast, because this nigga is deep in the fuckery.
Oh, Ada, I thought you said, hold on, didn't you say a couple weeks ago that he had some sort of
vasectomy?
He had talked about becoming celibate. He did go celibate for a month and a half, so that's celibacy. I never heard anybody be celibate for that short amount of time. He did say that he might get a vasectomy. I thought that he might have had it, but clearly he has not. He's already talking about, if he thought last year was a lot of kids, just wait. So I'm sure that there may be more pregnant women about to pop up in 2022.
You thought you were safe a few weeks ago.
I thought I was. Now I feel like I'm about to get a chastity belt again because just saying his name right now, I might be pregnant.
You think a chastity belt can defeat this nigga?
This nigga bust right through that.
Oh no.
That nigga dick made out of the shit they used in motherfucking what's the movie? The asteroid movie where they had to destroy the asteroid. Armageddon. That nigga's dick made out of the Armageddon
Does he still
drill.
wear that turban thing all the time? Is that like his thing still, or is this an old picture of him?
That's how he gets through the chastity belt. That nigga Sim Alabama.
Wait, is this nigga's dick made of vibranium, dog?
That nigga's dick, he has a vibranium alloy tip dick, and he got the Sim Alabama hat. That nigga, you can't defeat him. Either through brute force or magic, you gonna get pregnant. All you gonna hear is as he just drilled through the chastity belt.
There it is. Well, Nick got that cannon.
Wow. How long you had that loaded?
Right. Oh, nigga, that's a fabulous line, nigga. That's a fabulous line.
Oh.
Nick got that cannon and he be wilding out.
Yeah.
That's a fabulous line.
Yeah.
Damn, Nick Cannon. He out here. Whew. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so wait a minute. Oh, so she already had twins by him?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It seemed like he keep running through like the same floor or something like that.
I mean, he's consistent, I think. I guess.
So it seemed like a fucking like Utah type. You know what I'm saying? You got big love. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I'm about to say, hold on. I hope he ain't Karl Malone. I hope they all above age, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I thought celibacy was a long time. I thought.
But hold on. The first step of celibacy begins with the first month. So maybe he like an alcoholic. He just got his first little month coin, and then he fell off the wagon.
I think what he said is when his son died, he said fuck it.
Nah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
So.
That was this is what made him feel better, was putting his dick in another woman's vagina after his shit died.
Another women. He ain't do it to one.
We mean.
Well, and she's pregnant too. She's the one that lost the baby.
I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying. So you lose one, make 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
That's what isn't that what Cosby said? I kill you and make another one look just like you.
You said who? Cosby?
Yeah, did he say that shit on the like the first episode of High School?
I brought you into this world,
I take you out. Yeah. And make another one look just like you. So I don't know.
More fuckery. Geico ordered to pay Missouri woman $5.2 million.
Nigga, Jackson County woman.
After she contracted STD in a car. We need to get her on the show.
She right here somewhere.
We need to get her on the show. A Missouri woman.
She in these tender streets, bro. I know she is.
A Missouri woman was awarded $5.2 million.
She must have been following old boy from last week's plan about suing everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about? Oh yeah, the slip and fall nigga. Yeah, slip and fall on that pussy and get sued. A Missouri woman who awarded $5.2 million in settlement from insurance company Geico after contracting a sexually transmitted disease from her partner in his vehicle, which was insured by the company. Court documents show the Missouri Court of Appeals upheld that award this week. The woman, a Jackson County resident, come on to the show, baby girl, said that she contracted the human papillomavirus virus from her partner, according to court documents. On Tuesday, the Missouri Court of Appeals filed an opinion confirming the initial Jackson County Circuit Court arbitration award finding against Geico.
How, Sway?
Her lawyer came ready to play, and Geico didn't.
That's sound like the definition of a frivolous lawsuit, man.
I don't understand this, and I don't understand. Is this? I just don't understand. So basically, you can now sue anybody's insurer if something happens to you.
Anything happened in the car, apparently.
Wow.
I don't understand it.
Wow.
And just like the precedent that this could possibly set is what I really don't get.
So if she would have got pregnant, would Geico be paying child support? I'm trying to, like, I'm confused. I don't completely understand how Geico is. Because the sex act happened in the car. Y'all can hear the confusion in my voice. Leave me alone, shit. So because the sex act happened in the car, they gotta pay.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand the math. 2 + 2 = 3. I don't know.
How did that nigga sell that in the courtroom?
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know any legalese.
God damn.
Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm gonna contact my sister Sylvia and have her explain it to me real slowly. I'm like, sister, I know you do contract law, but can you please find this article and explain it to me real slowly?
Nigga won.
Nigga, yes. I don't understand.
Yeah, you have to pay my numbers on this one.
And the numbers are gonna be all fucked up because they don't match the colors. They're gonna be question marks.
And who was the motherfuckers that was like, that makes sense?
I don't know who her lawyer is, but I know the Geico lawyer. That nigga ain't got no job.
No, he's gone. He's gone.
No, he's gone.
But I know what he's doing. He probably out there trying to get an STD, so he can also sue Geico.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to get to clapping some cheeks and somebody ride, man.
Cheeks. Oh shit. All right, man. That's craziness. Oh man. Hey, if you go to the zoo, leave the monkeys alone, and don't give them awards either.
Why your hands Get your motherfucking ass over here, big bro. Don't start running now, fuck nigga. And you back the fuck up before I kill you. You thought you was going to a regular zoo, huh, big bro? They should have told you was going to see Donkey Kong. Hey, man, quit all that fancy footwork and get in this motherfucking game. Y'all gonna have to kill me, but big bro going with me. Somebody help. This nigga strong as fuck. Then you didn't bring no snacks, so you became the snack. I'm gonna have me some human meat, big bro. I'm gonna have me a leg, dog. Mr. Zuzu. Get your ass in this cage.
Trying to get beat up or what, though?
This nigga picked him up with all 3 hands, bro.
Dog, I thought that nigga's leg was about to snap in half, bro.
For those of you who don't know, that's an orangutan. Some nigga in the zoo has walked too close to the orangutan enclosure and got snatched up.
Hey,
so
go ahead, Joe. My bad.
So we did a block and charge in the chat group. I think AC nailed it. What you say, man?
Oh no, I just said that nigga went in the neutral zone.
He's a neutral zone infraction, nigga.
It's a neutral zone infraction, nigga. You get all the penalties.
To me, though, what was cracking me up, though, was the way he was swatting his homeboy away who was trying to help. Right. He was like, nigga, get your little bitch ass away from here. Nigga, you ain't about to do nothing.
I just cracking up how the orangutan had 3 hands on this nigga, dog.
3 hands, dog.
How did he get that nigga vertical, man?
I don't know.
Because they strong as fuck. Cause hold on.
Horizontal, I mean.
Yeah, either that nigga went up horizontal or his leg was gonna get snapped in half. That was the only way.
He tried to pull his ass through the cage.
Cage.
like fucking Play-Doh, nigga.
Hey, dog, he was trying to fuck him. Well, he was trying to fuck probably. But he was gonna fuck him up. Yeah. There's gonna be some fucking of some sort.
He said, you ain't bring no snacks, you became the snack.
You became the snack, nigga. Oh, shit. All right.
That's pretty good.
Keep it moving. Mo, Nick Cannon.
So when you finna come eat this plate?
Oh, pause. Hold up.
What you mean?
You know what I mean. I'm trying to have you eat it like green eggs and ham.
What? I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even be doing that for real.
Oh, you for real?
Yeah, but I mean, we could watch a movie or something. Like, it's all good. Like, damn, where'd she go? Dang, bro, where'd she go, bro? What the hell? Damn, how'd she get outside so fast? I was just playing. Damn.
You said you was just playing?
Bro, how you even hear that? I whispered that.
Don't matter. Can you wait?
Yes, ma'am.
Kim said that's the same place she was trying to bring Jack Harlow.
What's popping?
I actually
Brand
said
new ribs got locked in.
boo.
I got an accent.
Like I said, bippity boppity boo. That's magic right there.
It's magic. Huh?
It's magic.
That's magic.
You bring your own.
No, she was like.
You bring your own plastic forks and everything.
I'm not gonna go there today, y'all. Keep going. Keep the party going.
You got fine china. You put it on fine china. Okay.
But no, it was a bippity boppity boot moment because sis was in and out very quickly.
Where is 10 meters?
She's trying to get the in and out.
Yeah. Where's 10 meters at when you need them?
Yes.
Insert 10.
Oh, he trying to insert something.
He trying to insert all 10, nigga.
God damn it. I got whiskey in my lungs, nigga. God damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, nigga. Oh, okay. I'm back. Oh, I think I almost died just a little bit. Oh, that's the end of the show.
He would have made this shit real awkward, wouldn't he?
Who?
Ted.
Oh yeah, that nigga. He would turn his camera on. That nigga would have had a bib on. One of them fucking lobster bibs. That nigga would have been like Winnie the Pooh, nigga.
and roofies and
Oh my god.
complete roofies and Spanish fly, nigga.
Okay. All right. Shout out to 10. Shout out to 10. Okay. All right. Well, the tabs have been tabulated. Oh, God, I'm crying. All right. Any caveats out there, party people? Everybody got quiet.
I'm good, man.
No. All goody.
All right. Hold on. I'm sorry. Like Joe really got me. I think I might have pneumonia now. Shit. TB or something. I don't know. I fucking lungs. We got whiskey in my lungs. That can't be good.
Swallowed 80 proof straight.
No, it's like fucking 90 something. I don't know what's happening. I'm definitely gonna die tonight. Anyway. Hey man, thank y'all for y'all time, man. It's time for us to get out of here. It's too late. Hey, who won the game? Was anybody watching?
Golden State pulled that shit out, man.
They pulled it out good. That means more basketball. Amen. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm for real. Like, I think I'm dying. Oh, shit. Oh, there's children. Hey, children. All right. Anyway. Time for us to get out of here. Kim Honey Buns, Lady Lavender, Slim AC, half of the Buzz of Doom, Joe Jeff, Joe Pop, Joe Turner, the nigga your mama love to hate. KC Stork here, Triple B Podcast, Brothers Breaking Bread. Never, ever, ever miss a moment to break bread with your brothers or sisters. We out.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.
Love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh? Then shop at Kroger. We give you more ways to save on the fresh you love with tools like the Kroger app, where you can find personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, giving you prices that are lower than the everyday low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
And now you'll find more ways to save on your favorites. When you download digital coupons, you can use up to 5 times in one transaction. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Sign up for the newsletter so you never miss an update.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
So I used the savings from switching to Progressive 30 years ago to buy tickets to the championship game. You know, between those two teams that didn't exist 30 years ago. Yeah, I'm a big Alaska Palm Trees fan. Which is a team now, in the future.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary. You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So instead, we're going to hire a professional voice actor and pay him absurd amounts of money to say,
I like this product.
Not sure why that was better. I mean, I'm a professional too. But we didn't pay him to say the business part, so back to me. Save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. Sorry, I know hearing me say it was a bit of a letdown. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Street poetry. I like 'em round and big. And when I'm throwing a gig, I just can't help myself. I'm acting like an animal. Now here's my scandal. I want to get home and double up,
Brewsome Buddies. This is Brewsome Buddies with your hosts, O.C. Bass and Sanj.
Yo, what is up, everybody? This is OC Bass, your co-host. Welcome to Brewsome Buddies. On the other side of the screen from me is my homie Sanj. What's going on, bro?
Brewsome Buddies.
Oh, what is going on, OC Bass? Thank you for that lovely introduction. I'll tell you what's going on. My thong, because it's hot as a motherfucker up here in the bay. A tropical heat, if you will. Or maybe even worse, a sticky bayou heat, depending on the leather on your couch.
Oh, definitely, man. Shit, man. I'm feeling it. I'm roasting over here, and it ain't bowls, I'll tell you that. I'm roasting my balls, all right?
Nice. I'm roasting bowls and balls, but I'm choking on one of them.
There we go.
Yeah, and it's the bowl. Trust me. But it's sticky hot today. You know, the weather's been great this week. It's been a not chaotic week, a busy week for, I would say, both of us, you and I. Yeah. But the heat has definitely been increasing every day, leading up today being the hottest day. How you handle the heat, man? You know, shorts, of course, just keeping it dark. What else? Anything special that you do?
Just, yeah, roll the windows down, you know, have a nice Modelo beer in handy, you know, I'll tell you that. And, you know, just, you know, what's funny is that you're hoping for a breeze, and then you get some hot air blowing in your ass, you know, like not in your ass, but, you know, in your face. And
then you're like, why is the wife talking to me? No,
yeah.
Fuck this hot air. It's hot enough. Just kidding. No, I'm single. I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to look over your shoulder, so don't worry.
I know, seriously. I was like, what am I worried about? Why am I scared? I have no one. Nobody.
And that's the best feeling. You don't have to worry about shit.
For real.
You can do whatever, say whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how do you cope with the heat? Do you do anything special? Like, do you Al Bundy it and fucking fill up your portable kiddie pool with ice and fucking sit in there with the lawn chair while you have your hand in your boxers and nothing else on and chug-a-lugging?
Yeah, well, you know what? That's a great idea, but no, because I don't have a kiddie pool. You know, unfortunately, you know, that would be the best thing to do.
Exactly.
But I will say this:
action itself, it's the lack of kiddie pool that's slowing you down.
Exactly. I try to, you know, take a nice cold beer, and then just thank you. It's a very nice, yes, thank you. And essentially just, sip away, I mean, you don't want to get slammered on a hot day because then you're just like super like, dragging through the day. So you try to get a nice, bottle of cold water too, to, between beers, so you're not just slugging, but other than that, just try to take it easy, dude, not do too much, and hopefully the night comes, sun goes down, and you're actually getting a nice cool breeze by that time.
Oh yeah, exactly, keeping the windows open. I personally myself I just go, like straight black southern hot heat styley, where it goes minimum with the clothes, it goes chilling outside in some sort of shade somewhere, within the perimeters of the house. It's watermelon, not necessarily using fans and shit like that, but shout out to the Brewbuds. But yeah, not necessarily using like fans or anything like that, but just the natural air and the windows and the breeze circulating through the windows, and kind of knowing your home and being able to fucking open up the right windows in the right areas to allow the breeze to go through smoothly, but yeah, man, it's an uncomfortable feeling being this hot. We're already dry of water here in the Bay Area, and we can't even double up on our showers. Not that anyone's fucking, watching out on us like fucking it's a coup or some shit, but anyone with a decent heart in the Bay Area is like, you can't fucking be wasting water. Right. So we lack the showers. I'm scratching my balls constantly. If you had a camera on me right now, you can definitely see it. I'm glad I don't sit in a leather chair, because I would stick to it through the clothes that I am wearing.
I was about to say, watch out for scratching your balls, because that might start a fire. Okay. Yeah.
Seriously. With this fucking egg in a bird's nest.
I feel actually bad for those people in Arizona and stuff, because I've heard they've been hitting triple digits, well above triple digits for the past like couple days, I want to say. There's been a dry spell going on there. And shout out to anybody listening to Arizona. We feel you. And even though we're in the like low 90s here, we can feel you definitely from here,
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to them. Dude, not to like bring this up in a negative way and jinx us or anything, knock on wood, but no fires in California, right? Like,
yeah, so far
dude,
no.
We're fucking like, I mean, it's not even summer yet, right? Or summer just started.
If it didn't just start, I'm very bad at determining what's the first day of spring and summer and things like that, but it definitely felt like fucking summer today, I'll tell you that.
It's fucking summertime, dude. It's summertime.
Is it summertime in the LBC?
Oh yeah, exactly. Summertime in the LBC, which means low body cunts. Low body cunts. All right. So heat wave in the Bay. It's a beautiful thing. Hard to sleep though. What's funny? Speaking of hard to sleep, because the heat makes it hard to sleep, I fucking had to do a sleep study, because remember I was having trouble sleeping like a few weeks back. It kind of started when I started this job. Remember the first day I started this job was the same day we went to fucking Tahoe?
That's right. Yeah.
Remember, and I couldn't sleep and shit?
Yeah.
It's been happening ever since then, and it's like, that was my first day. I woke up at 6 a.m. and like I had work until about noon, and then we went to fucking Tahoe and I couldn't sleep, and it was fucked up ever since then. Any which way, so I do like the sleep study, and like they give you like equipment is so advanced now, so it's not like all the fucking things that you stick onto your head and like you're basically looking like fucking Wolverine in fucking Wolverine. You're like Hugh Jackman coming out of the water, like fucking scraping plugs off of him and shit like that.
Right.
And just for a visual, imagine like an Indian dude who looks like Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
that's me.
Yeah,
that's pretty much me, right?
Exactly.
Right?
You're the Indian Hugh.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm Hugh.
Yeah, you're Hugh's Indian, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Hugh's right.
Yeah,
Inigo.
Yeah, Montoya.
Yeah, you killed my father.
Yeah,
prepare to die.
Exactly.
All right, Inigo. We were saying that amigo would be a good way of calling a friend who's dark skinned, like a dark skinned Latino.
Definitely.
Is like you're an amigo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
half black, half Latino.
Exactly.
Amigo.
Yeah.
All right.
And amigo.
Yeah, exactly. The rap group. Cool,
Yep.
cool.
Or the
where were we?
sorry ass car.
Oh yeah, sleep. So I did the sleep study, right? And now it's just like this watch that you put on, and this like kind of like blood pressure checker thing that you put on the index of your finger, and that's it, right?
Really?
So the one thing I'm like, as soon as I like gave me instructions and shit like that or whatever. Anyways, I go home. It's like, day happens, whatever, blah blah blah. Anyways, it's time to go to bed now. I fucking put the thing on, and I'm just like, dude, don't have a good night's sleep. Please don't have a good night's sleep, because the last thing I want right now is for them to be like, well, that was a great waste of time. You're perfectly fine,
Exactly.
And I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, dude, like, don't have a good night's sleep, whatever. It's weird to think negatively, but it's like, in my luck, it's going to be like, yeah, you're perfectly fine. There was never an issue. I don't even know what you're talking about. And it's like, I've been fucking crying at night watching the sun come up,
Yeah, dude.
It's like, don't fucking tell me there's no problem. There's a problem. Would I fucking be here? Do you think I want this fucking wristband on me? Anyways.
It's an Apple
your
iWatch.
mental health. What?
You're like, it's an Apple iWatch, so maybe. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. I know. That's true. I'm like, what? Can I just talk into it?
I know, right?
You're saying I could just talk happy and say happy face? Happy
Hey,
face
Siri.
emoji? Yeah. Hey, Siri, how do I sleep, bitch?
Yeah, I know, right?
My Siri just went off on my phone. That's funny. So fucking, it's this watch and shit like that. Anyways, I didn't have a great night's sleep, but like, it's still such a weird thing on your arm that you can't sleep anyways. You're kind of like, what's this fucking thing on my arm? Like, I can't lay on it like normal. So sleep study combined with the heat. I hope I get shitty results so they're able to fucking diagnose me with something and fucking get this issue resolved.
Yeah. That's very interesting. Like, because when you mentioned it, I thought you'd have to go into some type of like laboratory where they hook you up to this machine, and all of a sudden all these scientists are standing by and they're like looking at you, and they monitor your sleep as you sleep, and it's just like, yeah, I'd be super awkward, and I ain't getting any sleep here, dude. Like,
yeah, totally.
Can you stop looking at me through the fucking shade? I could see you in the shades, like, you're just, like, they're all peeking in every time, and you're just like, no, dude, I see you, okay? Like,
exactly. I can't pee when someone's watching me. I can't sleep when there's a camera fucking going left and right and shit like this. I feel like I'm fucking, Magneto in some fucking like, cage that can only be holding someone as powerful as me. I don't even know I went that way, but you know what I'm saying? Like, like, it's basically like, one of those fucking like, what's his name? Spectre or Cypher? Skype? The guy who basically hunts mutants and studies them.
Yeah. That's a good one. And I already forgot. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Something Cypher, I think, or something like that.
Anyways. Damn you, Cypher from the Matrix. Anyways, it's sleep is a bitch, because sometimes like if you're not getting your sleep, but I think it's more importantly if you're not getting those cycles in, and they say a sleep cycle where you get into like the REM and the deep sleep shit, that's every hour and a half. So let's just say you get an hour and a half of sleep, you get 3 hours of sleep, that's 2 sleep cycles, and then you kind of like go from there. And that's why when they say like, a decent sleep is when you get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, they're kind of guesstimating that because it's more like 7.5 really, as opposed to 8, I would think. But if anybody is like me, I wake up in the middle of the night, I get, a glass of water sometimes, or I use the bathroom, and it's just, and then I try to go back to sleep. And then that's where sometimes I have issues, when I've had that, so anyways, I mean, it is what it is, and we all have to, we're like in the millions of people that don't get good sleep. And I don't know if it's just in America. I don't know if it's an American thing, but I will say this. I mean, shit, it sucks, man. I mean, I like my sleep. I like to sleep because if I don't, I feel like I'm in a shitty mood the next day, and who wants that?
Totally. Yeah, exactly. I don't, it fucking ruined my Tahoe trip, I wasn't able to be at my best, you know. Sleep, it's very important, you know.
I know,
it's more
right?
important than fucking food.
I know. Can you give me the crack now? Okay. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that leads us right into one of our favorite subjects, if I could find it. Anyways, I can't find it.
That leads us into more beer. No, I'm just kidding. Or more
That leads
weed.
us into
Coke
gaming. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do any coke gaming right now. We're gonna do some of the weird and wacky things that happen to the average people.
Yeah.
Let's get weird, my friend. Let's
Yeah.
get stupid.
Yeah.
Let's open the box.
Open the box. What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? I don't know what's in the box. God darn it. I'm really effing up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because
no
he hasn't been
fucking
sleeping,
box.
folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
There's a coin in the box. All right. So there's a fucking coin in the box. Fuck the box. Tell me about your weird situation.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is weird, I guess, because I've heard about it, and especially now, and especially, I guess you could say, in California, but not to mention just California, but across the nation, really, right? I'm driving to work like any other day, going down these city streets of mine. And I noticed some dude like just going up to a truck, and like it didn't really arouse my suspicions, so to speak, right? He does have a gas ticket. I'm like, oh, he needs to, he probably just ran out of gas or whatever. So he has his gas tank, right?
Like one of those red ones.
Those
that you
red
buy?
ones, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like,
yeah.
damn. I was like, this dude, like, he's like, oh man, he probably is like super low on gas,
So so wait a minute. Where are you?
I'm driving down the street and literally
you're
watching
driving down the street
and watching this as I'm like coming up, and it's a side street, so it's 25 miles an hour.
And there's a dude going to his, what do you think is his
truck,
car?
like his work, like a work truck,
Okay, he's going to his work truck, and he has a red gasoline canister in his hand.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then the clear tube comes out.
Okay. Yes, the little white penis that is used to,
Yes,
fill the
exactly.
tank. Okay.
It's used to siphon filter, as that old school PS1 or 2 game. Dude, this dude is essentially, he busts the clear tube out, and like by that time I'm essentially starting to pass him up, and I'm like, wait a minute, this dude, wait, what's going on? And then I could see him like putting the tube as in the fucking gas tank, and then the sucking happens, and I'm like, this dude's siphoning gas. I'm like, what
Just like in the fucking on a busy street.
It wasn't necessarily busy street, but it was in the morning, and essentially I'm going to work, and I'm like, and then witnessing this as step by step as I'm like going past him, and I'm like, I'm like, that's
what a motherfucker.
Yeah. And what's funny, it was like I was trying to rationalize it. I was like, oh, maybe he's like transferring some of that work truck gas to his regular and I'm like, and I was just like, no, he's stealing that shit. I was like, I wanted to say something like, hey, I see you, motherfucker. And that's all he would hear. That's all he would hear, because honestly, I was kind of late to work, so I'm like, kind of like, this motherfucker stealing gas. Well, fuck it, I gotta go to work. Shit, I'm about to be late myself, like, so I gotta go.
Unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
I like how like at first you were like, really like trying to be positive about it and kind of like look at the bright side of it, and you're like, oh, dude, maybe he just needs to fucking Earl and didn't want to throw up on the fucking ground, so he quickly took the tube out and upchucked and fucking went and chucked through the tube into the gas tank, and it's his own gas tank, and that way he kept the ground clean, and he's just really a really respectable citizen and destroying his car, like something to that nature.
Yeah.
Or like, maybe he fucking likes to suck cock, and there was no cock around, so he put this fucking hose in his mouth and fucking was like, oh, I need something to explode in my mouth.
Yeah.
And might as well let just be gasoline.
Let me
and
just
save the
keep on sucking.
gasoline.
He's like, You know what it reminded me of? Like that Cheech and Chong. I forgot which one it was, but when he's like siphoning gas in the fucking beginning of the fucking movie, and it's just like
Nice
it's
Dreams or some
hilarious.
shit?
Yeah, I think I want to say it was the next movie. I could be wrong though, but and then they don't have anything to put it in, so they put it in this garbage can.
Oh
like
yeah,
those old
yeah,
school
yeah.
metal ones,
And they're fucking yeah.
it's completely full, and they're fucking like hauling this thing down the street with full of gas.
Yeah,
and it's hilarious. It has leaves and shit in it, and then they have to pour it into this old school Mercedes Benz, and so they're like, and he's like, "Oh no, don't waste any, man!" And then they're all trying to pour it in there like all nice, and it's all going.
And you know
everywhere.
they fucking filmed that shit like in real traffic, you know,
I
because they
know, right?
run with it hella far.
Yeah.
They like run over an overpass with it, you know. I think, and you know, like
Well, then just walking down the street, and then you can hear Charlie. He's like, "Oh man," he's like, "This thing's heavy." He's like, "It's hurting my hand. It's hurting my hand." And then fucking Cheech is like, "Fucking," he's like, "Dude, just be quiet." And then he's like, "Oh no!" Like this lady passed by. He's like, "Oh, how you doing, missus?" You know, and he's just like acting hella polite and shit.
Yeah.
And then they're just walking down a fucking street with fucking a garbage can full of fucking gasoline. It's
yeah,
so
he's like, "Yeah, fucking take it easy."
it's so hilarious and so perfect, dude. I fucking love Cheech and Chong for their fucking brilliance of simplicity. I'll say that, you know.
Absolutely, that's right, man. They are definitely, I would say, our mentors. No, not our mentors.
Are one of the people that we look up to, I guess, you know. But
Yeah.
I will say this: that dude was the Cheech minus the Chong in this version. Okay, so
For real, dude, the fucking audacity to be able to do that in broad daylight. Like he was like, "Hey, like, you know, I don't give a fuck, you know, like if the cops come, it's my other car." Like, I don't know, like, you know, how do you do it so comfortably?
Dude, he'd be like, if
Major
the cops
cojones
come,
on that guy.
they won't. You know, like, I mean, shit. Like, essentially, everybody's like waiting for something to happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna say the police don't do their job. It's just there's more important crimes to go around, and I get that, you know. I mean, but it's just surprising to see it. Like, I guess it was surprising for me to see it like happening, you know. Like, I've heard people, you know, that happens to them, you know. And I'll say this, hey folks, if you could get that little gas canister that has the lock on it, do that shit up, you know. There's a reason why those exist, because these motherfuckers are fucking vicious.
Back in the 90s, they used to have Club for your steering wheel. They got a big one for the gas tank.
I know, right? Club gas tank, you know. Shit, that's the new club in town, you know.
You want to hear the ironic thing?
What's that?
That man driving to work got pulled over and got a DUI.
I know. You want to hear the ironic thing?
Huh?
He found out that his Tesla doesn't have gas tank.
For real, exactly.
He's like, "Hey man, where's the gas go, man? Oh, I did all this for nothing." Shit. I was like, "Yeah,
Seriously.
motherfucker, you have gas breath for no reason, dummy."
Exactly. You just fucking sucked a fart and now you have gas breath.
Yeah.
It's I don't know about you, but
whatever you do not fire up, okay? Shit. You're gonna blow up your lungs.
Do not smoke a cigarette.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You're fucking gonna die.
Exactly.
You can only do that trick once. I saw it in Bugs Bunny.
Exactly.
Well, right on, dude. Yeah, that's quite. I'm glad that you fucking noted that shit, man, because that is something you don't usually see
every day.
Like I said, in broad. Yeah. First of all, especially on your way to work, you're just fucking sipping your coffee, trying to wake up, getting your focus on, you know, making your way there, and all of a sudden you're just like, "Oh, come on, man!" You know. Like, God, at least have the respect to do this in the middle of the night, where, you know, we have kids walking around here. What kind of example are you setting? You know, if you're gonna do anything, do it at night, okay? And teach them fucking not to get caught. Not because what you're doing is wrong, because as a fellow Latino, I'm just trying to watch out for our people.
I would have said, I was like, "Are you trying to teach kids?" He's like, "Step 1. Bring the red gas tank to the side of the car with the gas tank. Step 2, insert the clear tube into the gas tank. And step 3, start sucking. Step 4, make sure you fucking pull out right before the gas starts coming and insert into red gas tank." You know, like,
damn, seriously. And then
step 5, start coming. No, just kidding.
Why are you gay?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's
It's just crazy because like it's a side street, and I wasn't expecting it, and then well, who's expecting what, honestly, nowadays, to be honest with you. But it was just I thought it was kind of like
example.
I thought it was kind of weird and kind of funny and kind of like what the hey, I'm like, come on, dude. Like, and not to mention that's somebody's work truck, somebody who's working hard for their money and gas is expensive as fuck here. In Cali, dude, like we're reaching $6.50. Some places it's $8. Some places it's fucking, who knows what, dude. Like, and across the nation, it's fucking up. Yeah, I
think
we're stealing gas
what
now.
he was doing was putting it in like his wife's car or someone else's car. You know what I mean? Because his company pays for it, right? So he's like, oh, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, if the fucking company pays for it, let me just take it out of here, put it in my wife's car. That way she has fucking gas, and then, I'll just go and get filled up on the company's dime.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to rationalize too, but it was like let's just say a day laborer's work truck, so like, a garden truck, so I doubt that they have like, hey, it's on the company dime kind of thing, like it's on, Jose's dime, fucking
more like Walter's dime.
Let's just say Juan is stealing from Jose and it just sucks kind of thing, and I could be wrong, and I ain't trying to point fingers, but I get what you're saying, and that's what I was trying to think too. I was like, maybe he's just trying to like, I don't know, and I'm like,
yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that.
But it's just like, dude, why don't you just go to the gas station then and fucking buy your fucking wife some fucking like 2 gallons of gas for her to get to work or whatever, So I was just like, maybe not,
Oh yeah, it's wrong either which way. It's quite a fucking thing to go through to fucking do it, but everyone does what they got to do to save a pretty penny here and there,
and especially here in California. Shit.
Well, especially here in the Bay Area, because his fucking gay neighbor across the street was watching him, and after he was done, he was like, very good sucking, my friend.
Yeah.
Very good sucking.
He's like, that's a grade A fucking job there you did.
Hey, Oscar, you're giving daddy chills.
Daddy chill.
He said that right after he was just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We
great.
actually have a little bit of audio of the man performing the siphoning of the gasoline.
All right.
Oops, wrong one. I was looking for something else. That was actually the vehicle making the sound as it was getting sucked off by the gentleman. That was the Dodge Ram, if you will. About a GMC it was. Okay, yeah, GMC blowing a load in
in said gas tank.
Man, I really need a fucking search option over here, because
you have just way too many great options, don't you?
I'm just good fucking bullshit.
That's
all right. Well, that is quite weird, and we definitely need to make that a segment in its own. When it comes to something like that, it's extremely, extremely weird. I can't think of anything. All right. Let's get into something else before we finish up here. What do you think we should talk about? How about 5 minutes on the Dubs?
That sounds great. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you start us off a little bit before I can think of anything else? Let me see.
All right.
Or should we
Let's
go Black
go
Adam?
Boston. Yeah, right.
Jesus. Never mind.
He wanted to just crucify me there, folks. No. Hey,
should we go Black Adam for 5 minutes? I don't have much on it anyways.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, so let's talk a little bit of Black Adam. Why don't you take off, because this is your expertise, and I'll try to find something to get us going in terms of movies and shit like that. So go for it, brother. Just let us go.
So I'm not too sure if anybody. Let's get the film reel rolling. Yes, thank you. If any of you guys have checked out the latest trailer for Black Adam, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of, essentially new stuff that I've seen. It was just kind of like, but there were some things that kind of.
No one knows what you've seen.
Oh, the new trailer for Black Adam.
Yeah, so talk about that. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not much new what I've seen, but because there was a trailer that released about, I want to say like a month ago, roughly, about Black Adam as well, too, like a teaser trailer. And so essentially there's a lot of rehashing of that trailer in this new trailer. And essentially what I've seen was, it's a lot almost about him being almost like a Superman type of character, and so I thought that was kind of like interesting and kind of rehashing kind of things I've seen already, within the DC universe. So, which is Superman, bullets bouncing off of Superman, and like him being a superhero, him flying, him doing things. So, and while I do say that, I
haven't seen the trailer, so go ahead.
Okay, all right.
No, I don't know. You're not spoiling it for me. It's just you keep talking about like, oh, this trailer is just rehashing what I saw in the original trailer, and there's nothing really different. Like, could you describe the trailer? Like, the trailer starts off with this happening, and kind of like flashes and.
The newest trailer that came out was essentially him being essentially reborn in some way into being this like superpowered hero, and him talking about sacrifices that were made for him, and then he becomes like a higher being in essence and stuff. So and then what I'm talking about, the rehashing, is just you have a
cliches,
a character that's running down the street that looks like to be some type of big giant, so to speak, running between buildings, and then some type of character, and I think it's Hawkman, if I'm not mistaken, that has wings, and he's essentially the Hawk dude, whatever.
Okay.
And then
Black Adam is DC, right?
Yeah, this is all DC. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what's happening, and my bad, dude. And like I said, I didn't know where you were starting to mention it, so I assumed that you watched the trailer, so that's my assumptions taken over.
Yeah, what I was just getting at is just like, hey, the old trailer and the new trailer, it's like, well, like, fuck all that, like, just talk about the trailer, like, this is what we see. And so from my understanding is like, I was listening to a little bit of Nerding Out and shit like that. He was a slave, is that correct?
I have not read the comics, so I don't know anything about that in particular, whether that's actually comic lore or if that's something for the movies. So that's interesting, in that essence.
So in the trailer, they show him, he was someone who was dead.
Okay.
No, I'm asking you.
That's from what I understand, that somebody was on the verge of death and then got brought back to life. Something to that aspect. I'm not too sure if that's...
Is he good or bad?
That's like, I want to say he's an anti-hero.
Interesting.
Okay.
Cool.
So like
that.
You're like Deadpool, you're Venom, your type of character that's like that essentially he's a hero that will kill people he does not agree with, as opposed to a hero that will stop the bad guys, but try to keep his own superficial, kind
of like an underdog, you know what I mean? Like you root for in a way, because almost like you apologize for his actions, like
exactly.
A wonder.
Yeah. And like, I mean, we all root for an underdog and stuff, but
totally.
Like it's I want to say the trailer, while I try to downplay it did make the movie seem actually kind of cool, and I'm kind of glad that they brought it into light. So,
sick.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely, maybe after the break, we could talk about it a little bit more and lead it into some of like, not Miss Marvel, but some of the other DC stuff that's happening, where this will lead to. Shazam, Superman, Batman, are they all going to have to get together or whatnot? But before we go to break, I just want to let you guys know, one, Bruce and Buds or Brew Buds, thanks for listening. Let your friends know they can find us Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Audible, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, GeoSpawn, Spreaker, Stitcher, Tumblr, and Launchpad, and almost anywhere else you could find a podcast. OC Bass, you got anything?
Yes, if you want to reach us on our socials, that is at Bruce and Buddies on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. brewsomebuddies@gmail.com. Just hit us up, you guys. If anybody wants to know something or let us know about bringing a certain subject up, we will be glad to do it.
Nice. All right. Stay tuned for our part 2 where we talk about Obi-Wan, Top Gun, and much more as we continue with the show.
Get inspired Monday and Friday right here on your favorite inspirational show. And don't forget about that Friday praise break. Get inspired through encouraging words, special guests, and the inspirational moment where you, the listener, get a chance to be on air.
If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review on iTunes.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.